Hey, good evening, and welcome to tonight's episode of Loot Die Repeat, where a bunch of us schmucks sit around and we do a lot of laughing at each other and rolling some dice and some collaborative storytelling that we call Dungeons and Dragons. And we appreciate you being here, sharing in the story with us. Disclaimer at the beginning of this episode: literally have a kitchen remodel going on upstairs right now. So if you hear some banging and crashing and
Wait, we're not in a
explosions.
professional studio right now? Fooled you.
It's a professional studio basement for amateur schmucks, yes.
Fooled you.
We apologize for any of those noises.
I don't apologize.
Just pretend it's ray tripping.
That's right. It's
We're
ray
remodeling the
tripping,
dungeon.
and Jake apologizes for nothing. But as a way of saying thank you for you being here with us, we have these giveaways, and you can see them here to my right, your left.
Wow.
And we got a sweet little purple dragon with some, well, I forget what color dice I picked. Well, I think like a black dice with gold numbers and
That's what it
some
looks like.
sparkly things. There is a custom painted metallic snake, which you will get along with those two medium-sized figures. I think it's a Babao and like another warrior or something. We will give those away. If we get 3 new subs, we'll include the snake with those other minis. And of course, we give the dice as we do. And that's just our way of saying thank you to you guys, because we really do appreciate the awesome community that you are. I believe we are about 35 subs away from that dragon. And so if we get 35 new subs tonight, then we will give away that dragon and put another one on deck. And of course, we encourage you to affect the game with the cheering of bits. You can do so lots of different ways in different amounts. If you type in ! rewards, it will show all the different ways that you can cheer and impact the game, from the giving of temporary hit points to potions to spell slots and more. You can affect the survivability of our players and my killability as the DM. And I will note at the outset that I still have a 3rd level spell from last week that was given to me by one of our wonderful, wonderful guests online, and that may or may not come into play immediately tonight.
There's no room for DM sympathizers here.
I disagree.
Ooh, Killian, you got advantage already.
Yes!
Advantages will be helpful, I will tell you that. And so
You gave me disadvantage.
That's funny. I believe we're about, 1,000 bits away or so from the choice magic item.
1,500.
1,500. So if we get 1,500 bits tonight, the chat, you guys, our very own wonderful community, will get to choose which of these 3 items, you get to give to our party. So we have a dancing sword, which is a very rare item. We have boots of levitation, which are rare, and we have a cloak of displacement, which is rare. Each one of them having their own uses, and you will get to decide which of those 3 the party receives. And I'll figure out a way to make it appear in the game world as we're playing tonight, presuming we get those additional bits. All right. With that, you can see all of our other socials on here. We would love if you would follow us on Twitch and, well, you're certainly here. YouTube, of course, as a subscriber, which is free, or a subscriber here on Twitch, which is not free unless you have Prime. Twitter and Instagram. We are working on a Discord, beta testing through that, and we hope to roll that out soon. And we would love if you would join us on that Discord. And that'll be kind of some additional ways you can interact with the cast here and get some behind-the-scenes insight into what we're thinking, and even some ways to join the game world, as we'll have some interactive role-playing for you to participate in if you would like to do so. We have a lore master who is working on an entire Zentarim campaign within our world that you will be able to potentially join and affect things through the Discord. So we'll be rolling that out, and we are excited for you to be a part of
That
that.
sounds awesome.
Yep. Some good
Never
old,
heard of it.
what do they call those things that were? It's the written pen and paper
Books?
RPGs. Pen and
Top to
paper.
bottom, left to right, words together to make sentences.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless it's Hebrew, but it is going to be pen and paper classic RPG style stuff. Okay, enough of my blabbering about those things. I will now blabber about our recap. So continue to listen to the soothing sound of my voice as I recap and we move into our episode. So our adventurers, the Shades, have been trekking through Draung Tower, seeking a dagger that they have been told and quested to acquire for the lady, a mysterious figure who seems to be behind several of the nefarious happenings in the city of Serloon, where they have found themselves. Having gone through Draung Tower and identifying where the dagger is, but choosing not to take it at the seemingly wise counsel of JB, the wizard of the group, the party followed the clues to the top floor where, having unsealed the central chamber, they entered and found themselves in a pocket dimension, a room that Morthos had experienced before, at least a room like it. And therein they found a shadowy, wispy figure that was imprisoned within a glowing sphere of light. This figure revealed himself to be none other than, shock and surprise, one Mr. Draung. Having been trapped here centuries ago by some order of light that he thought the party may have been a part of, after some brief conversation, the party decided to cut the conversation short and simply sought to kill him, as one does in D&D. And encountering the powerful void and mythos magic of Draung, the Shades were able to overcome the one-time wizard as he was enveloped by the void magic that he utilized against them, as his summoned eldritch horror was able to block him from the moonbeam that was melting him away and ripped open a tear into the void, tearing through this demi-plane prison and sucking everything within. The party was able to escape by breaching both of the crystalline orbs that were shedding the illumination magic, keeping Draung in his prison, and have now found themselves in the throne room, thrust back into the material plane, the giant eldritch statue behind them continuing to spew a miasma, a cloud of vaporous, noxious fume that slowly seeps out and encroaches upon them. The void no longer there, but you immediately notice as this shadowy cloud spreads that as it goes, anything that is not directly affixed to the walls and floor and ceiling seems to be sucked up and disappear into this cloud. As you move forward and you look back, one final pinpoint of light emerges in the center eye of this statue with the thousands of eyes upon it, and it streaks forth from the statue with a hideous laughing sound as a fireball is detonated upon you all.
That's real bad.
That's how we're starting.
Wait,
Here's
wait,
my
wait.
third level spell. Dropped on you.
Freaking sucks.
You're welcome.
P-Farce.
All right. I need everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Ugh.
Oh no. Anyways.
Oh,
Hey, that's
goodness.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Way to start this one off.
woohoo!
Yeah, I can pick it up in the high gear.
Yep.
Thank you again, P-Force,
Yep.
for your
Yes,
third level
thank you.
spell slot.
Death becomes us.
Makes things far more interesting here at the beginning.
For whom?
For me. I love it. Okay, Oliver.
I'm not taking any damage.
I don't want to say.
It's not as bad as mine, so go ahead.
It's a 7.
5.
Getting my tail ready.
17. 20.
3. 22.
Oh my god.
Doesn't matter.
Ooh.
What'd you roll?
$23.
All right. It doesn't matter for you, Morthos. As
Immune to fire.
As the fireball erupts in the middle of you all, Morthos, you watch as the brand upon your heart immediately just sucks the fire energy in, and it glows all the brighter.
I was standing behind
Just
you.
is this? Is it temporary brighter, or is it actually like now
It is-
constantly glowing?
It has gotten brighter than it was even before.
Oh shit!
As you took blow upon blow of the living fireball damage in that chamber.
In slow motion before
for
Mariska gets
JB
hit.
and Killian and Oliver, you each take 30 points of fire damage,
Well, he's dead.
and the rest of you take 15 points of fire damage.
Yoink.
My mustache is burned off.
I believe some of you are dropped.
The way you said that, I.
That would have been bad.
Yeah, that would have been real bad if you failed.
JB has gone down. Anyone else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So, as the fireball erupts around you, the life of JB is grasped from him, or at least his consciousness, as his body is flung against one of the pillars, poof, and he slides down into the floor. The rest of you are braced against this onslaught as the miasma cloud begins to encroach, getting on your heels, Morthos, as it moves forth. What are you doing?
Morthos will immediately pour a potion down JB's throat.
Okay, so you rush up
Yeah,
to
I was gonna
JB, pour a potion. Which potion?
Just a regular one. I ain't giving him the good one.
All right.
Do I
so
s-
so you
I have
used,
no more.
you-
Yep, that's it.
So you
I
just
just have the greater.
Just have
That's
the
it.
greater left. All
Do,
right. Very
do I
good.
see any of the blue conduit magic around
2d4
us?
plus something.
The blue
2d4
conduit
plus 2.
magic, which you had previously seen, was running in two veins up through the floor towards the statue.
I'm not giving
is
you the
gone.
satisfaction.
Well, it seems we've accomplished our task, and now there is a mist trying to kill us.
Gillian,
Where's
I say we
Morthos?
just run.
Yeah, that's my idea. But we also need to send somebody to get the knife.
I'm on it!
I think. Hold up,
oh yes.
Morthos.
So-
I've seen you do that proof thing with.
Listen, you as you're talking, are you moving?
Oh yeah, we're running. Yeah,
We're
yeah.
moving.
We're
Okay,
moving.
So you've
Stand
moved.
up.
You've moved out into the hallway. The doors at to your right, to the west side, which previously had crackled with electrical energy, still have a small electrical shimmer to them, but it's not nearly as strong as it was previously. You know that the other room holds several stone statues, which...
Go that way.
So which way are you going, as the miasma now is about halfway to you?
Ray, oi, Melinda.
I don't have much in me.
Oh,
Rubius.
As she
As
goes,
her
as
arm is hanging limply.
she goes by me, I cast healing word.
Okay, you cast healing word upon her.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your 1d4
It's
plus...
at second level.
I I have 2 health points left.
2d4 plus
Oh,
5.
just rage. You're good.
And how
I
much
don't have
health?
any more left.
Morthos, how much health did your 2d4 plus 2 give to
I rolled it.
JB?
He rolled it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Is that only 2?
5.
You got
5?
7.
Wow. Nice. All right.
Good.
And
Krathik's
7?
gonna get you.
Two
All right.
ones.
2 ones. Okay, so as you step up, Ray, please roll an athletics check as you try to bash through the door as
I'm gonna die.
it continues to
We
creep
gotta
closer.
Get buried.
Is it
Gotta
gonna
get buried
explode?
for this.
I'm running down the south hall.
You're going through the
I'm Melinda! 28.
28. The doors are burst open. You take 10 lightning damage.
Halved?
Halved to 5.
I love it when a plan comes together.
And
My chest hurts.
the way forth, which cuts off much of the maze-like hallway, is open. And JB, you wanted to run to the south.
Only if the door opened after I would have chosen.
Well, I think this was all happening concurrently.
Oh no.
So, Killian, you
Do I
have Amorthos, and Rubius. You're at the back here. You see JB as he is looking to go southward.
I reach with my staff and turn him this way.
Like a shepherd's hook.
This way. Come on.
Is he still drunk?
Okay,
Oh.
I'll
He's
go.
drunk.
But that's certainly
he's,
metagaming.
he's still drunk.
No, I saw you turn. I'm next to you.
The
Oh, I know,
Somebody
but
while
opening
the
that door is
while the
metagaming.
wild magic surges
Opening
have
which game is
have ceased, the
We've been
effects
that way.
thereof
We know how to get through
remain.
that way.
Yeah, but he said it was light. It was less
Rishka's allergic.
less magic.
Okay, that's fine.
And
I'll go that way.
So you are following the party through.
He just wants to kill his
I'm being
character.
forced that way, but yes.
Okay, so they're protecting you. Very good.
I can just do the same thing I did last time.
and then
There's a lot of dust raining down right now, and Rishka's sneezing.
All right, very good. So
don't do good in dungeons.
you begin to make your way out. I need everyone to roll either an athletics check or an acrobatics check as
What will I
you
roll?
make your way through the twisting halls and over the giant metallic corpse
Don't
of
you take
the
a persuasion?
of
I,
the
like,
if you're gonna persuade the
Much
Tigrex corpse to move out of the way.
maybe.
Yeah,
I have command.
I think you should use another spell slot on that. What do we got?
27.
27
13.
on an acrobatics, I presume.
Yeah, with a +8, I rolled a 13.
Yeah, wonderful. JB,
9.
9.
I sneezed at a critical moment, so I rolled an 11.
Okay,
22.
22,
16.
16.
20. Dirty.
Okay, so as you
Dirty.
all move forward, unless anyone is intentionally staying back, you watch as Rubius and JB kind of stumble over the carcass of the Tigrex that is there and kind of get trapped as the miasma is continuing to come behind you, but you don't currently see where it is. You
Who's
kind of
trapped?
move forward, and JB and Rubius, having rolled less than 10, seem to be falling behind. What'd you roll?
13.
Oh, there was a.
9.
9. It was JB. Had
Oh, was it? What would you roll, Marishka?
11?
Oh,
Yes!
I thought.
He's the only
That
one.
was it.
Oh,
Yeah.
JB.
again!
you drunk
JB is
fool.
falling behind.
I am pretty hammered
You
right
drunk.
now.
Somebody pick him up.
He's Jameson drunk.
All right,
That's
so
why I almost went
you're
to the south.
continuing
He's
to
trying
move.
to punch walls.
You're
White girl
continuing to
wasted.
I
move.
knew.
Somebody get him!
Killian, with your passive perception, you would certainly notice that JB has gotten stuck on the Tigrex.
stuck?
So he's not moving.
He is not. He is kind of fallen into it, and his body has gotten tangled in the wires and mechanics that
Don't
are
share
still
my
there.
coffee secret
Yeah.
with anyone.
Ray, darling, can you help Mr. JB? He seems to be tripping over his.
I'm on it!
He's had a little bit too much.
Ray
so-
rushes back. Do you stop, or are y'all continuing on?
I would get to the corner
Yeah.
and wait for Ray.
As they keep, I'm gonna kind of be in the middle. I move slower, anyways. But as
Morthos, the knife.
Killian,
Keep going.
you must get them out. And Morthos will actually just start running ahead.
Okay, so Morthos, you start running ahead. You know that you are going down to
Down.
the second floor, down to the third floor, through the Kruthic hallway
Yep.
back into the room with the 30-foot ceiling.
Yep.
With the dagger at the top of the ceiling above the prison stone that holds something.
And he looks back and he goes, "Don't send anyone after me. If I do not make it out, just leave."
Aye, aye.
We'll see. Keep
All
going.
So Morthos disappears around the corner, and we will see what happens with him. Ray, please roll an athletics check as you reach to grab JB.
19 plus 11.
19 plus 11
30.
is a lot, and you're able to grapple him with ease and pull him out. He comes free. You have him in your arms.
Throw him over the shoulder.
Oh no, because then it'd be. Can I just kind of keep a grip on his like scruff so
can-
he's running with me, but I can kind of
certainly
guide
kind
him?
of run behind him to make sure that he is
Cattle prod him.
being prodded
Yeah.
along.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
All right. At that, you see the miasma cresting around the corner.
It's following us!
You begin to run more. I need either athletics or acrobatics come from all of you once more.
Is there anything
Beyond.
at the source of this miasma that I could persuade?
Yeah, maybe after this one.
Oh, nice.
This dice is going to jail.
All right. Oliver?
6.
Very good.
22.
Very good.
Crit.
28.
28,
18.
18,
7.
7.
Crit 28.
Okay.
Yours
Wow.
sounds better.
Oliver being at the front, you all watch as he kind of just runs, looking back, is continuing to run and just runs straight into the wall, and then falls down. Bart kind of gets up and just slaps him in the face. Rubius, you rush up next to him.
I flip over him.
Not even stopping. You just kind of do a unnecessary flip as you go past him.
Jukes him. Jukes him out.
Killian moves forward. Ray, you watch as JB falls again and stumbles. And are you going to try to pick him up?
Would he get advantage on his roll because I'm holding the scruff of his neck?
He has disadvantage on all his rolls.
So would he so would it go straight? 'Cause I'm kinda holding
So you're
him.
assisting him.
Yeah.
Okay, then you can roll it
You're
straight.
grabbing him by the beard?
No, by the
Not the
like right here.
Like right here, so he's more stable.
Right.
Not
So I'm
gonna
like
fall.
pushing
Okay.
him along.
I actually only rolled one die before.
Oh, never mind then. So that
I'm
would
not
count.
Sure what.
We won't cheat. So I'll
So you're
stop and
holding-
help him up.
You're holding him. Yep. It
Forgot that you were
slows,
supposed to roll against
slows you down
disadvantage.
as you continue on.
JP, get a hold of yourself.
Your slowdown speed is my
You
Probably.
rush past Killian. You watch as Oliver is on the floor and kind of stumbling up. You continue on. Oliver finally kind of gets up, and Oliver, you are in the back with JB now.
There's a wall there. Watch that. Came
As-
out of nowhere.
As you all make your way downstairs.
We skip the the fifth step?
Yep.
Skip the fifth
Always
step.
skipping the fifth step. On any staircase from here on
Skipping the
out.
fifth step as you go.
Mind your ACLs.
All right.
Back on this bad boy.
Do-do-do-do. All right, Morthos, you. I need you to roll acrobatics or athletics as you are moving forward.
26.
26. All right, very good. You rush down the stairs and you get around the corner, and you know that there are wards that are set up at the base of the stairs that are a direct shot to the little opening down to the basement. You also know you could go all the way around safely, but that will take precious additional time. You make it down the stairs flawlessly, no issue. Which way do you go?
I take the shorter route using Sola to jump from one side to the other.
As you put Sola out, you bamf past the wards that are on the floor. They have no effect upon you. You reach the hole in the ground that goes down to the Kruthic hallway at the base. And there is no rope any longer. You have taken it as you came back up here, or or did you leave it? You never actually said what you guys did.
I actually thought we did leave it for the sole purpose of
We were coming
Okay.
back. Yeah, we were coming.
So
It would have been tied to the big metal thing we killed.
Rope
it
appears.
was tied to the big metal thing and to the
Earth
big
Elemental.
rock
Earth
thing.
rock thing.
Yep. So the two creatures that
spit
you
on it while you
slew.
go by.
Rip Jones, by the way.
Yeah. Rip Jones, the other
Rip
Earth
Jones.
Yeah, the
elemental.
other.
So you grab the rope, and
Just kind
how
of.
do you proceed? Knowing that there are Kruthic on this level, are you trying to be stealthy?
Well,
Or are you
proceeds
trying
well.
to just rush through?
Seems about good.
I'm going to rush, knowing that time is of the essence.
And so you bamf you don't even grab the rope. You just jump. And then you bamf Sola out and you switch spots on the ground and you just begin running. As you do, Kruthic begin to flow out towards you. And are you trying to just rush past them?
I'm going to run. I won't stop.
Okay,
Heisman.
you
Stop,
run
stop.
past
Heisman.
them.
Yep.
One of them gets a bite off against you, and that is a 14.
I laugh.
As it bites into your calf, but your bony greaves are able to withstand the bite. As you rush around, I need you to make either an athletics or a acrobatics check to see
Ooh, how about another 26?
fast. 26.
Yep.
Yep. You rush through, get to the stairs,
I jump. Just
jump over
Clear
the
'em.
fifth stair, and you rush in. Back to the party above. As you guys turn the corner, and you see what's going on here. Let me.
We could theater of the mind it.
I think we need
Oh,
another
no, we
camera
can't.
and another table.
We need 4 more.
We need more cameras.
yeah, we need more cameras.
Well,
I
Bigger
want one
table.
that he can go like this.
As
to.
you all kind of come
close
down the stairs with Oliver, JB, and Ray in the back, Morthos, not Killian, Rubius, and Marishka in the front. You look to your left, you see no sign of Morthos, who seems to have disappeared through the hallway. As you begin to approach the opening to the exit, I need you all to roll athletics and acrobatics to see how quickly you're getting through here.
Wait, both of them
before-
or one of them?
before I do,
Yep.
I remember almost vomiting to death in this room.
Yeah.
I shoved the coffee beans into my nostrils.
We still have them.
Okay. So you remember to do that.
I did,
Mhm.
and I'm rolling persuasion.
Are you persuading everyone else to use their coffee beans, or are you just keeping that information yourself?
Everyone use your coffee beans. It smells like shit.
All right. And so as you all approach, athletics or acrobatics first.
Oh, we are doing them.
Rubius?
Oh boy, this is not good.
Critical fail.
Had a boy.
Wonderful.
6.
6.
18 on acrobatics.
23.
6.
13.
All right, Oliver, you catch up as you and Marishka kind of brush through. Rubius, you're looking back to make sure that Ray is keeping up.
Oh, no.
He's not. Ray and JB, Ray, you have to kind of grab JB as he stumbles yet again, and you're still going slow. Rubius, as you look back, rushing forward, you slam into the wall and fall prone on the ground. As Killian, you kind of just stumble forth. Marishka and Oliver, as you kind of stumble over the rubble and into the room with the sewage that seems to be seeping in, there are several things that catch your attention. First and foremost, the smell is even stronger than it was before, as the stench has been increased due to the giant hole that is in the ceiling and the wall that seems to have been crashed through, with even more sewage seeping in and flowing down into the crevasse that is sewage crevasse,
Right, yeah.
that is going deeper into ground. Standing there in front of you,
No.
that slowly turns as you approach, you see a giant creature with an enormous mouth, 3 tendrils that come off of the top of its head, each one an eye in the center. As it looks at you with its tongue licking its lips as if sensing a meal approaches, it steps forth. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okay.
As the loosed Atyug has found
the
you
Atyug.
in the Tower of Draung,
AKA poop monster.
aka Poop
The
Monster.
shit squid.
The shit squid.
The craptopus.
I like it.
The craptopus.
All right. Morthos knows all about how this guy works.
How do you spell Atyug?
Good thing he's here with us.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Otyugh. All right.
Morthos knows how to run away from it. That's about it.
So give me 21 to 25.
23.
23 for Ray. That's good. Anyone else? 16 to 20.
16.
19.
19 for Marishka. 16 for Rubius. 11 to 15.
13.
13 for JB. Did you roll that with disadvantage? Very good. Oliver.
6.
6. Killian.
6 is, or 8. Sorry, 8.
8. All right. And my Atyug is a 16 on the die, which...
He goes before me. I mean, after me.
Yep. All right. Ray, you don't hear anything. You smell the stench as you approach. JB is stumbling in front of you. And then out of nowhere, you hear as a roar kind of echoes through the chamber.
Is she that far away?
That's exactly where you are. Yep.
Okay. Not again! Ray sitting pretty on 4 health points and utterly drained by this dungeon. She's gonna kind of like toss JB to the side and run up, not really able to enter a rage because she's so tired. 45 feet closer to the monster. Where would that get me? I'm just trying to get you guys to
That's
get
45.
past. Yeah.
I need you to
crappy
make a
situation.
Constitution saving throw.
Even with
with
the
a-
beans?
I have a beans.
You have advantage.
Okay.
Oh,
we don't.
I
He
wanted
needs
to like
take
push
that in.
JB closer. Can I
Oh,
like
like
drag
you
him to
did to the
Killian?
other
To the
Sure,
thing.
but then you
Yeah.
move at half speed.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. You don't have to make a save yet.
Oh, okay. And that's all I can go?
That's that's your movement.
Okay.
You still have an action, which you could choose to dash. You have a bonus action, which I don't know if you have any economy for that, but
No.
any
Sticking to your character.
moves for that.
Guys, keep going. Come on. And you know what? She's going to dash with JB.
Okay, and so you rush forward another 20 feet.
I'm protecting you, man.
Now I need both of you to make
Why
Constitution
am I
saves.
up here?
Because I'm trying to get you through, man.
Let's play get help. Somebody
15.
throw him at him.
Okay,
Just gonna
that
use you as
passes.
fodder to distract them.
10.
That passes.
Can I be in front of JB, though? Like I'm protecting him, trying to just get him through it?
Flippity
Or
flip.
he's
You
just
can be
behind
to
me.
his side.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That is Ray's turn as she rushes forward, kind of making her way past with JB, dragging him behind, keeping him from stumbling. You move over the rubble. You get in front of Oliver and Marishka, and you immediately see the most grotesque, smelly, disgusting creature, perhaps even more revolting than the eldritch horror you just saw, if but for the sheer stench that accompanies it, as the sewage just kind of falls behind it in almost a waterfall of refuse as its giant tongue kind of licks out, seeking its next meal. Mariska, you are up.
As I come into the room, I'm assuming things are starting to like crash around us. Does it look like there are any cracks or anything in the ceiling above this friendly chap?
The ceiling above looks like solid stone, but the wall behind is kind of open and has been clearly broken through by the Atiag as it sensed a
Yeah, never mind. That doesn't know me.
weakness and has found its way in.
Okay, I am going to come in. I'm going to see that bad boy there, and
You're already in. You see
Yeah.
it clearly.
I'm just going to cast Firebolt. Hopefully,
Firebolt. All right.
Guys.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Hope it's not flammable. That's an 18 to hit.
Methane gas
18.
coming off of that, you know?
18 just hits.
Oh, nice.
As your firebolt smashes into its thick, refuse-encrusted skin, it burns and bores its way through. You watch it as it kind of shakes off the pain. How much damage?
20.
20. Man, your firebolts are
A charisma
crazy.
thing is nice.
It is nice. Are you staying there?
No, I am along the wall.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to be so... Okay, yeah, can we get by it?
Okay.
Wow, there's a gap there I see in that one stone.
You want
Can
to
I
try
s-
to make your way through?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
skinny. I'm a skinny
I was
queen.
hoping someone would do that. Go ahead and
No!
roll an acrobatics check for me to see if you can contort yourself.
That'll be really funny if I don't actually.
He gets stuck.
Your allergies blind you.
11.
11, you get stuck.
No, my goodness.
I was
You are
eating.
effectively
She's
grappled,
too thick.
and so your speed is now 0.
Can I use my cloak as a bonus action?
What does your cloak do?
Gives me advantage on grapples.
On your next turn, yeah,
Yes.
you can. And then it'll bite the rock.
Yeah, it will.
Very good. Also, I need you to make a Constitution save with advantage, as you have entered into the refuse aura.
The poop layer.
First one is a 22.
That's all that matters. That passes. You are not retching and at disadvantage with everything. All right, Rubius.
I'm gonna get up onto my feet,
Yeah, that's half of your movement speed.
walk around the corner.
That's your full.
I'm gonna see the thing
Yep.
and say, "Oh shit!" Shoot it.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
First one's going to be a 26,
That hits as the radiant ring
and
materializes the bolts.
you need to roll. Let's see, what do you have to roll? Charisma save.
Charisma save.
Hmm.
You have one left still?
I said I only have one notch on there.
Okay, so you had one left. All right. Well, then I'm going to use my advantage, which
Is that
I
not
believe
accurate?
I still have one left. That's correct, right?
Wait,
I
is that
an-
not
I
accurate?
believe I have an advantage left.
I think the bot reset.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm using an advantage
Mhm.
for this. That is a 4 and a 15 on the die. But an Atiag might have a negative modifier. Let me go check, because I
Is
think
this a
that's...
banishment area?
Is that close to
Trying to
your...
get past it.
It's
Yeah.
actually
No, that's-
very
DC is a 14.
charismatic. It's just, I mean, a crap monster is very charismatic. Yeah, it's spewing
It's
bullshit.
really a likable
There's a
monster.
spectrum
That's
of
right.
charisma.
It's a -2, so it is a 13.
So you fail. Goodbye.
Yes.
Big ol'.
Big on.
A big on.
Let's
Big
hope
And
gone.
so as the arrow
It's my last one.
hits into
it's a great.
what would be kind of its forehead, right at the base of the middle tendril that kind of spires up with the massive eye that's looking at you with kind of the spiky suction teeth, teeth and well, suction cups. I don't know what they're called. You watch as it disappears on Rubius's
Fantastic.
turn. It returns at the end of its turn.
Son
It
of a!
comes right back.
No!
You didn't look at the board?
It was my only option.
It's disoriented.
But it still can't do anything.
No, it's the end of
That's
its
the
turn.
end of its turn.
Right.
You're still good.
Suck it, Trebek.
Everyone can run.
All right.
So in a moment, it blinks away.
I'll take the penis mighty.
Rip.
And a second later, it materializes back, apparates out of the ether from which it came. Its tendrils kind of discombobulated and looking everywhere as it just focuses again on your party, but its turn has been utilized. JB, you are up.
Damn it.
JB almost succumbing to the stench and ralphing his empty, drunken stomach up. Will use his major image to project the smell of bleach along a yellowish tinted clear liquid wall in how many feet?
He is drunk.
20-foot cube in between Mariska and him.
Aw, besties.
Like here?
No, like it will engulf him also. So it's
This
kind of
as well?
separating
Oh,
us.
so it's like here? Oh, right here.
Sure. Yep.
Parting the
just
crap
like that.
sea. That's what we're doing.
So he'll be smelling bleach and seeing bleach and feeling bleach.
So it's a
Yes.
20-foot cube?
Yeah.
Like here.
Bleach was invented, right? It's a pretty
No, that's
standard.
Well, it looks like
chemical.
25 feet.
Does that look right?
All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah, sure.
it's something like that.
How do we get this?
It's a
All right, so
and
the
he will
ble-
look around at everyone and wink.
as this yellowish kind of mist appears and encircles the Atyug in a vaguely square shape. You watch as it begins to kind of... I need to make a save against whether he's affected by it.
No.
What are you trying... It's a bleach smell, you said, right?
Yeah, strong smell of bleach falling, and it's going to be seeming like the bleach is adjusting the color of the poo that's on the floor and literally cleansing the area.
Okay, very good. Are you moving at all?
I can't. That was my action, and I'm grappled. Thank you very much.
Well, are you attempting to
Can't. I just used my
use
action.
your action so you can't use it to break the grapple? Okay, you're remaining grappled
It just goes like this.
within Ray's arms. Very good. Killian, you are up.
I'd move into the
That's
space.
what it's grappled.
Where are you going?
Yeah, towards Mariska.
Can you kick me?
That's
Do
25
it.
feet is right there.
Okay.
I need you to roll a Constitution save with
Yeah.
advantage.
Constitution. 15.
Okay, you pass. You are not affected by the stench that surrounds you.
That's slowly being cleaned up.
I want to. I want to. I don't know how you're gonna rule this, so I'll tell you what I'm gonna want to do, and then you can tell me if I can do it.
Okay.
I want to cast Healing Word on Ray as I pass her.
Okay.
Then I want to Misty Step to the other side of Mariska and try to
You
pull her
can't,
through.
You can't. Healing Word is a bonus action. Misty Step is a bonus action.
Oh. So it is. So it is. It's got the big BA next to it.
Also, you're not actually allowed to cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn.
Even if
Silly-
the
silly
Misty
goose.
Step is my Fey Touch thing?
Okay, so if you're using your, well, does it say
It doesn't
Does it say
require
you-
a spell slot.
right? You just
It's
it's your.
it's
okay.
like a
I'll allow you to do Misty Step as your class feature. It's still a bonus action though.
right, yeah, so I can't do both. Yeah. I'm going to I think we should run now. Keep moving, and then I'll Misty Step the other side and try to pull her through with all of my strength.
Marishka.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your bonus action, movement bonus action. Now you're using your action
To
to
pull her
pull
through.
Marishka through.
With all
As he's doing this, Mariska goes, "It's
All
just
your
a cloak. It's
halfling
very
strength."
padded." Thanks, skinny thoughts.
Go ahead and roll athletics.
I suck it in.
I'm so good at athletics.
Curse these curves!
Come on. 5.
No, we have a long jam.
You pull Marishka a little bit, and those curves are just getting tripped up.
I'm sorry.
As for a moment, you almost need to kind of like, you blush as the...
I am bent over halfway through this wall.
Oh, I know. As you're exposed to a little bit more of Marishka than you're...
He immediately goes like,
And let's go.
pulls some of his really stringy hair down in front of his eyes.
I didn't. I swear I didn't
Marishka
see anything.
doesn't blush, doesn't even blink an eye. She's like, oh, popped out. I'm just trying to put it back in.
Whoopsie! Zipper in the front, bad design choice.
All right, it is now Oliver's turn.
So, DM, I would like to look at this poop monster.
Yeah.
Do I don't know if this is an Arcana check or some sort of check. Do I think it speaks a language that I can persuade it with?
Just
So much persuasion.
The field of vision is kind of blurred, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
You crap.
Go
me.
ahead and roll a nature check.
That's pretty neat.
Get at that one. Be with me. Ooh. 18.
18. Knowing that these aberrant creatures, this looks like an aberration to you, not an actual creature of intelligence, let alone a beast that you might have been able to speak with as if casting speak with animals. You get the sense that it is of very low intelligence and has a language all to itself.
So I don't get the feeling command would work.
If command requires it to understand you, unless you speak Otyug, no.
I was hoping you wouldn't rule that way, which is why I asked. So, conversely, I'm going to run.
Ergo.
Okay. How are you running? Your movement speed is 35 feet?
It is 40. Don't skip me 5.
You rush through, and all of a sudden, your nostrils are filled with the clean smell of bleach.
Yes.
It reminds you of when you used to swab the deck for Whitebeard, as he was one fond of a clean deck.
And,
No
okay.
crabs on board.
I am going to...
No refuse of any kind.
I am going to... is Killian holding on to Marishka?
Killian is grabbing onto Marishka's arms as she is trying to work with him to be free of her entrapment.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to keep running.
Okay.
Fair enough.
You've used your movement, and now you're taking a dash.
See?
You're moving entirely away?
I mean, I'm still in eyesight, correct?
As you crest around the corner,
Oh, I forgot about
you
that.
don't see anyone else.
I am going to... Yep.
You watch as Oliver just keeps running and disappears around the corner.
Running.
It is now Ray's turn.
I'll move and dash carrying JB.
Okay.
That should be 45.
45.
Great. And then I'll let JB go.
That's a bad idea.
All right.
He is ungrappled,
You
but
are released.
I am around him.
All right. That is Ray's full movement. Marishka, Killian is seeking to pull you free, and you find yourself wedged in this small little seam in the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the hem and I'm gonna goddamn cloak, do your thing! And the maw will appear and bite at the...
It does. The maw, you watch, Killian, as the cloak actually materializes a mouth of its own and starts gnawing on the protrusion of stone that
awesome.
seems to be catching against her bosom.
cares? That's really funny.
And you have advantage on your grapple escape.
How do I do that?
Just 2d20s.
Oh, that's it.
It's a
Okay.
it's either athletics or acrobatics, whichever of the two you prefer.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that we were going straight.
What's that feeling?
Okay. First one is a 12. Second one is an 11.
You
Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
because of the acidic action of your cloak upon the stone, that is enough for your ample bosom to make its way free,
She falls on top of.
and he falls on top of.
How so
fall
arranged?
on top of Killian, as you kind of roll an athletics check to see if you can kind of staunch yourself.
0.
Chest first
knock
on the
him
face.
prone.
Yeah, no, that's.
You
Chest
knock
first on
him
the
prone, right? You
You
know.
failed on purpose.
You don't
What?
get to say anything. You're.
Roll a motorboat check.
It's been quite a long time since Gillian's had an experience like this.
I can't die this round. I can't go out like this.
Killian's the one suffocating right now.
On top of a halfling.
That is the way to go out.
And so with
That's true.
that's
True.
your action with the with the rest of your you half of your speed to stand up as you
The pear goes back with his flower petals raining.
the filato petals continue to mingle with the snow that is falling around.
Killian's
Killian.
trying not to smile, but he just has like this really goofy like.
Roll for girth.
It's rather romantic. The snow with the petals on it. I mean,
Can I help him up then? And give him a saucy wink. And say,
Wanted to die.
normally people charge for that. And then we're gonna keep
All right, and so you have 15 more feet as you get further away. Killian, you are now prone on the ground.
Wait, I did say I wanted to help him up.
Oh,
though.
you do?
Yeah.
Well, that would you can do
I'm
so,
alone with
but
you.
The
because
rest
you
of
already
your
used your action, also that would take the rest of your movement to do that.
He'll recover.
Okay, you leave him down on the ground and you rush away. All right, Rubius, all of your friends have made their way around the wall to your southeast, and the Atiug stands with its eyes kind of watching all of this commotion, and one of its tendrils remains upon the singular creature who shot it. What are you doing?
I'm gonna run.
All right, you have 35 feet of movement?
Yup.
Jump over me.
Are you trying to go the same way through?
I just want to keep following them.
Okay, so you're dashing.
I'm gonna dash.
Okay. You have gotten through.
As he passes it, he's gonna say, "Sorry."
It is now the Atiug's turn. And I am rolling to see what it makes of this.
It's investigation.
Investigation
Mhm.
of this wave of cleanliness that surrounds it.
Mhm.
We're fighting fire
It's
with
deadly.
fire.
A non-intelligent creature. Can he pass?
I rolled a 1, and I'm putting that dice in jail.
Yay!
Ooh, he is cleansed and dies.
You watch as it just begins to thrash around,
goal.
trying to get itself out. It actually backs up out of the stench and away from you, and kind of covers itself once more in the flow of sewage which is pouring in, and it kind of rests there as JB and Killian and the rest, you kind of make your way out towards the far entrance. You find the rope that leads about 100 feet upwards as you begin your climb.
I would wait there.
This is
At the bottom.
Rubius, as you looked back at the doorway before you made your run, you watched as the miasma began to make its way down towards this floor. Morthos. You approach the room with the prison stone. And you, as you approach, you see...
My heart's racing.
Yeah, right.
I've already pitted my sweatshirt. We have 2 hours left.
the stone stands cracked
Oh, no.
before you. As you approach,
Okay.
you see that it is the runes upon it still glow red, but the top half, but the bottom half are out, and there's a crack emerging from the ground, and you see a hand coming from inside the stone, almost tearing at
Flipping
the
you
crack
off.
as it is slowly widening the crack up the stone.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
Could I
Can move.
The first thing I'd like to do is make a, I don't know what check. How far do I think it is to the entrance to this castle or the tower? Roughly.
Gonna make me do this, huh?
Yes,
You prick.
I know.
Okay.
Because it's going to be epic.
Careful. Careful.
Oh.
Nice.
That's what we
DMU's
call a
equilibrium.
professional map
That's
move.
that you passed your dexterity
That's a
check
pro
there.
gamer move.
It's going to suck when I kick it.
Now figure it out.
Okay, Morthos, you emerge and you see the stone, and you see the hand that is emerging therefrom.
So,
As you think back on the path that you've taken, go ahead and roll a survival check to see if you can kind of guesstimate what it is.
I give him advantage.
a 12. Not very good at
Dude,
survival.
you don't remember anything.
Worst memory
It's all the
ever.
curses. They're frying his
Worst
brain,
memory
dude.
ever.
You think it's like 12?
1,200 feet?
Maybe like 150, 200, 300, somewhere in there.
Like 300 feet?
Feet, yeah.
Oh, now I don't know if I want to do it.
You do.
All right. I'm going to do it. So, Morthos will, seeing those hands,
Whatever it is.
he will take an action
Okay.
and he will drink a potion of speed.
Yes.
Ah, I forgot you had that.
Oh, yes. And I will literally get out of this entire thing in one round.
That's what you think.
Maybe not one round, but
As the hand grabs your ankle.
I know, right?
You're going nowhere.
Okay,
I got you for full.
roll initiative.
All right.
Time to 1v1 again. Woo!
Getting my new sparkly dice.
14.
Ooh, I'm going to beat that.
No, you're not.
Even if I don't, I'm going to beat that.
Three.
It's a
Did you
19.
actually know?
19 on the die. You watch as the crack in the stone opens up and a creature's head pops through, and it immediately looks around. You see long chains which bind the creature around its throat, over its head, red glowing eyes with bloody flesh beneath, as if it's been struggling against the chains. As its arm comes out, you see that its arm is wrapped in a chain. It looks around and it sees the chains all upon the wall. It puts forth its arm and the chains clap against its hand and wrap around it as he begins to pull himself out down to his waist now. As you see chains that completely envelop this creature, he, with his other hand, reaches forth and another chain off of the wall as he begins pulling himself through, and you see a fiendish creature that is completely shrouded in chains, which it seems to have at its control,
Oh, great.
and can use to grapple and twist and strangle as it looks around, and then its eyes rest on you with a smile.
DM disadvantage. He stumbles getting out.
And P-Farce will reply.
Morthos.
So he will tell Soul the sword is still how far up in the air?
The sword, as you notice, the energy that was coming off of the stone in through those conduits into the glass orb and then up through the ceiling, it's completely dull. The dagger that is there is no longer spinning. It's just suspended in some fluid within this glass orb. About 30 feet above you.
You're gonna lie to the man?
All right.
Yeah, but he used it.
You got another advantage.
Oh, I got an advantage? Thank
Of course
you.
you did.
Thank you. Balance, balance, everything in balance.
So it's inside glass.
It is
Obviously, I'd have to break it. That's what it looks like?
That's what it looks like to
Okay.
you.
So he's going to send Sola up there.
Okay, Sola can go 30 feet above
30
you.
feet
She
above.
is right next to the glass.
She will use an action to punch the glass.
Okay, roll an attack.
You just take the point.
Another DM disadvantage.
Oh, how's a 12?
12 does not hit.
Well, good thing she gets another attack.
So you watch as she smashes her elbow into the glass, and it seems to just absorb the blow, not strong enough to actually break through. Your second attack.
19.
This time, frustrated, you watch as she brings her knee forth and a crack emerges through the glass. Roll your damage.
A 7.
The crack spiders up through the glass, but is not enough to shatter it.
Crap.
You've taken your potion of haste, yes?
Right. That would have been my first action. The
Right.
second action. But I
Well,
have 2 actions now.
You have a right? You can attack twice.
I did. I attacked
So
twice.
that was your first action.
So, well, are you taking the potion as an action, correct?
Taking.
Or is that
I'm
a free action?
You took the potion before combat started.
Okay. So then I will take my second action, which will be to attack again.
Yep.
There
Another
we
DM
go.
disadvantage.
27.
Oh man.
27 hits.
A whopping 7.
7. The crack furthers up.
And a 20
20 hits. Let's see if you can get it.
with a 10.
The glass shatters as the dagger begins to free fall down towards the chain devil below it.
As soon as it starts to free fall,
Yep.
I will use my bonus action to actually change places with Sola.
Okay. As soon as it shatters, you switch places with it and match the free fall as the dagger falls and you fall with it.
And I'm going to attempt to grab it.
Okay, as a free action,
Yep.
you attempt to grab it. Please roll either an athletics or acrobatics check as you reach out
23.
and you grasp the blade in your hand, able to grab the right side and not harm yourself as you plummet from 30 feet above.
Yeah.
And now roll an acrobatics check to avoid the pinnacle of the prison stone, which
20.
as you contort your body, you avoid the prison stone and land kind of 3-point stance
Face to
on
face
the
with
ground,
a devil.
and you kind of look up. You take
New DM advantages.
Fireball to Morty.
And we hit our magical goal.
We did it!
Goal.
We were at 52,000. The
Holy cow! Does he get it now?
All right. Well,
problem is, this is a fiend that
I
is
know.
probably
They're
also...
probably also.
You're like
did
his brother
I
right
know.
now.
I'm sure.
Chat, you have the choice of Boots of Levitation, Cloak of Displacement, or Dancing Sword. Go ahead and make your choice as we continue out the sequence.
No. I'm just gonna Boots of Levitation.
Boots of Levitation, Dancing Sword, and Cloak of Displacement. As the chat, you please make that choice. Morthos, you land. You take 8 points of
Forrest
bludgeoning
doesn't get a
damage. As you kind of are able to overcome the greater damage that you would have taken because of your landing. And you now have used your 2 actions.
My bonus
Your
action.
bonus action. You are face to face with the Chain Devil.
Do I still have my movement?
You still have your movement.
Well, I will attempt to move 70 feet.
Okay. You begin to dash, and as you do, the chain shoots forth from his hand as he attempts to grapple you with his reaction.
Disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
I was going to say, please agree to
I
this.
forgot we have
I'm like, we have 4.
Thank you.
we have a cavalcade of those.
Oh, I'm using my advantage.
Nope, double disadvantage.
Doesn't work
We'll
that
just
way.
go back and forth.
Because we
I
have more
will use
than
all. Do I have more advantages?
Nope.
than-
Nope.
You have
That's a
6,
game
you
you're
have
gonna
disadvantage.
lose.
You have 3 advantages.
I have 3 advantages, and how many disadvantages do you have?
6.
I think we only have one.
No, because there was another 2 purchased after that.
So the 3 and
I think
3?
there's 6.
6 and 5.
Yeah.
All right.
We have 6 in a game.
Well, I'm gonna roll it
Wow.
straight, and I'm not. Why am I using this dice? That's
Oh,
four.
no,
Scooby will let us
Forget
know.
that
No,
dice.
it's 4. You're right.
I'm gonna use this shiny golden one.
All that glitters is not high in the
What
dice
is
roll.
his to hit modifier?
Just so you know, when you
That
levitate
is
with
a-
these boots, you can't move forward or backward. You just go up or down.
So they're like
It's like floating
antidepressants.
Tender's disc.
Ooh, I don't think that's gonna hit you. +8. That is a 14.
Not even close.
As you duck
100.
out of the way of the chain, because this increases your AC too, doesn't it?
It does.
Dang.
What
Um,
Haste.
That's awesome.
As the chain flies forth from his hand, and as you duck, it smashes into the wall behind, kind of corkscrewing in and keeping itself taut there. You, as you land, you rush ahead. "70 feet around the corner. It is now the Chain Devil's turn.
He moves 75 feet.
Probably.
Chain Devil
Hopefully,
a
if he's
speed-
not chained.
I honestly, I put the mini away, and I should have brought it back out. But I have like 4 different Chain Devils, so there is now a. Yeah, sorry. No, I didn't mean.
Which one should I use?
Yeah, we'll use a
got
devil
so
of a
many.
different sort, as we put the.
Wait, was that fire?
Here.
Blow up more though?
5,
Or
10,
give
15,
give
20,
them?
25, 30. That's 30 feet of movement. It is going to see if it can perceive you around the
Oh,
corner.
man.
No mini,
wisdom
no
pla-
turn.
It's a 17. It sees the back of you and shoots forth
Holy
another of its
moly.
chains. And I'm going to roll with advantage.
No, you're not.
Disadvantage.
Roll flat.
Flat.
Can someone kick P
Fine.
Force?
I'm rolling.
He's being toxic.
That is a 20 to hit.
Still does not.
As it wraps around your ankle, and as you just turned the corner, you've braced yourself against the wall, and you pull free with all of your might. It is now your turn.
I will use my movement to move 70
No soul
feet.
Sever, please.
My first action to move another 70 feet.
Did you skip
As
the
you-
5th step?
As you get
I'm
here,
jumping the steps.
you watch as everything in front of you is filled with Kruthic.
Nice.
The entire swarm has emerged. The remaining queen is there. And as soon as you turn the corner, a gout of acid sprays forth towards you. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
I think you do have an advantage.
20.
You see it coming, you pull your cloak up, and it takes the brunt of the attack, but you take 10 points of acid damage. And it is rough terrain from here to the rope.
Sweet. Because it doesn't bother me. I run through it anyway.
As you rush through the Kruthic,
My greaves. Yeah.
you run atop them, kind of like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon
There we
style,
go.
like head to head. As you go through, you jump on the queen's head and leap off for the rope. As you grab onto the rope, that's the rest of your movement for that dash.
I will use my bonus action to then put Sola 30 feet ahead of me. Up the
And
rope.
You put her up into the chamber above.
Yep, that would be the end of my turn.
And that's the end of your turn. As you then teleport yourself up into the chamber above, and you have.
The Chamber of Secrets.
I gotta go back to this one.
Careful, careful.
I think right now the count is 2 for Boots of Levitation, 1 for the cloak, and 1 for the...
Well, now
Other one.
P-Farce just changed it to the cloak.
Come on, cloak.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's 1, 2, and 1. The cloak is the winner so far.
Yeah, I think Scooby's going to try to get the bot to do the poll. So.
Will the cloak be giant?
Morthos, you appear at the top, and you see your friends nowhere. As you rush through, you watch as the miasma has completely covered this chamber and is spreading forth. Please roll either an athletics or acrobatics check to see if you can get yourself in past the miasma.
20. Unnatural.
20. You rush forward as the miasma sweeps in front of you. You put Sola on the other side and teleport just in front of it. As you rush through the door, you see an Atyug that is there in the midst of a spewing refuse fountain. The rest of you have rushed ahead. JB, you have gone up. It's been this lasts how long? 10 minutes for major image? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it was last time.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay. You don't have to be within range once you cast that, so
No, it's there
you're fine.
still.
Killian, you said that you were going to stay at the bottom.
Yep.
You stay at the bottom. The rest of you, what order are you going up?
I'll go first, and I'll help others climb the rope, kind of by pulling it up.
Okay, so Ray first, followed by who?
I'll go second.
Oliver goes
I want to be
second.
close to her.
Okay.
I'm going after.
Marishka, Rubius, JB.
Mm-hmm.
JB, then Rubius. All right.
I
I
would be
need.
holding healing.
Rubius before JB. JB's going to take Rubius out.
I would be
So
hold.
JB's going last. You guys allowing that?
I don't want to let that
He
happen.
can make his own decision.
He's drunk.
Okay.
Well,
JB's
that's fine
going
if
last.
you want me to knock you off the rope.
All right. JB is last.
I want to be holding healing word.
I'm gonna have to come back down the road
As
to get you
Morthos
now.
comes around the corner, I just want
Idiot.
to. If
That's
he,
better than 2 people doing
if
that.
he's struggling hard to get to
Okay.
us.
Haven't you ever watched Indiana Jones?
You wait, and you wait, and all of a sudden, Amorthos, you see the Atyug. Initiative once more.
Oh, 1v1 time! Yes.
Remember the original
10.
The Atyug sees you and rushes forth through the clean square in front of it, shaking itself as it goes. And before it even gets to you, its 10-foot reach tentacle, which you guys were just outside of as you rush
job.
through here, it slashes out at you with a multi-attack.
Oh, crap.
Remember that temporary hit points are a thing.
Do I, with my passive insight, hear anything happening over there?
Your passive is 17. Was it?
18.
18, you do not.
Okay.
Do I, with my emotional attachment to Morthos, sense anything?
Is he arriving like just as we're leaving?
It does.
It doesn't count.
Your
I just spent my money.
I'm gonna let that one go. You do not. I had a retort and I thought better of it.
Now I'm curious.
Oh, it just had to do with the feeling in her loins. No big
Oh.
deal. All right.
We have 7 temporary.
The fire makes it difficult.
7 temporary hit points.
It's 100 per, right?
100 per. All right. Well done.
Wow.
It makes 4 multi-attacks against you. The first. How many advantages do I have left?
1.
3.
1.
Yeah. 3.
All right. I'm rolling with advantage. Are you countering?
No,
Yep.
you only have 1 left.
Hold
You
on,
only
wait. What?
You used
I
2
count.
of them.
I used
count.
2. I thought you said I had 5.
No, I
No.
had the count wrong.
Miscounted.
Okay.
It was still. We had 1 more.
It was
than
4-3.
Okay. Well, then I'm not using it on this one.
Yeah.
Are you making me roll at disadvantage?
On the first one? No.
Because you have 1 more than me, yes?
Are we already up the ladder?
I'm going to get to you guys in a moment. You guys have given me your turn order. You are
Go.
climbing.
Let's let the first one. Let's
Yeah,
do it
let's the
live.
first one.
Okay.
Do it live. Do it
And
live.
I'm holding my advantage. I'm going to take the first attack. 19 on the die. Plus 8 is 27 to hit. As the tentacle reaches out and you are grappled.
Should have used it there.
We should have used it. Who made that decision?
That is 10
Whoops.
damage to you.
Not looking good, fellas.
You are
My-
grappled. The second tentacle goes to smash you from behind.
Yeah.
Am I rolling with disadvantage?
Now, do you already have advantage because he's grappled?
Grapple doesn't give advantage.
Should we? We have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say we
Yeah.
should.
Okay, I'm
So
not
like
going to
he's got the
roll yet
dagger.
with advantage to counter, so I'm rolling with disadvantage. It's another 19, and a 13 plus 8 is 21.
That will not hit.
As your haste
Helps.
gives you the extra point.
Extra 2.
As you kind of kick off of the wall, as you are being
actually
held
have it.
aloft by the Atyug, you are able to contort your body just like when you missed the prison stone, and it
Persuasion.
swipes against you.
Hey,
Like-
DM, quick question.
Yeah.
Just quick question here.
Like hypothetical.
No, it's not really hypothetical.
Oh, okay.
This did happen. So one of our wonderful viewers did buy a fireball bead for Morthos. I've noticed many a round has gone by, and you didn't give him an opportunity to pick up said
It happened.
fireball.
It happened before he went into the prison room.
Oh,
prison room.
I see. I understand. Yes. Morthos,
Rishka
as,
dislodged it.
as you were rushing away from the chain devil, rushing down the hallway, as you kind of turned the corner and braced yourself against the chain that you yanked yourself from, your eyes glanced downward at the room that had been kind of opened up with the shield having been removed, and the force and the shaking had thrown books and all kinds of knickknacks and paddywhacks, and now you get the doggy's bone of the fire bead, which you quickly scoop up in your hand, and you have in your possession as you are being held above the Atyug. It takes its third attack against you. Are you using my disadvantage? You have 1 left, and I have 1 left.
Should
I'm
we
not
wait to
using mine
counter
here.
set?
Insight. Insight, you lying piece of shit.
Go ahead and roll.
You have a negative modifier. I said it. 17.
17. I have a bite attack that I'm holding it for.
We can do this.
I
we can
believe him.
insight the DM's
I believe
like
him. I believe him.
We have another disadvantage now too.
Oh.
So we can
We
use
use it now.
You guys are gonna save
Stole. It
Morthos.
was super effective.
All right, I'm rolling with disadvantage. That is a 3 plus 8, which is 11. The final tentacle goes to smash into you, and it hits into your armor, but it can't find any room through your glamored leather armor. What? Did I get an
You
advantage?
have to. You got
Yeah,
an
you did.
advantage.
But I okay, well,
It's
as
too late.
the tentacles now pull you towards its mouth, he goes to bite you. I am using my advantage.
We're using our disadvantage.
Okay.
Precedence, you can't upcast it.
I
already
can't
said that.
upcast it, but I have an advantage, and you don't have a disadvantage right now.
Right.
So this
Actually,
is a
yes,
straight
we do.
roll.
We just
Sorry.
got another.
Oh, we just
Yes,
got
we do.
another one.
Yes! What are we working towards next match? We're a third of the way there.
It's literally just them two going back at each other. I love it.
There's a subplot to this game, and it's amazing.
That is a 14 on the dice.
Plus 8.
Plus 8.
Will
a
not hit.
22 to hit.
Oh!
Yes.
23, baby.
Oh!
Also, question: is he still hasted?
Yes.
He's still hasted. It's a potion, so there's no concentration.
No concentration.
Gotcha.
Nice.
As he goes to bite you, and you pull a classic Captain Hook in the jaws of the crocodile, feet on either side, as you kind of push the jaws back, its rubbery lips kind of catching on your heels as its tongue is kind of lashing out at
Right in his
you.
mouth.
And it is now your turn.
So he just kind of looks at this thing and smiles.
Do not tempt fate here, buddy.
He's not. He's just going to go, it's been a good run. Let's see what the hell happens.
Yes.
As he just throws the fireball bead right onto the beast in front of him.
Wait, into its mouth?
You
Yes.
drop it into its mouth.
Yes.
And it explodes around you. You don't close your eyes. You just watch as the fire floods over your body, floods over your form.
And he kind of closes his eyes, just expecting then this could be the end. He doesn't know.
As it detonates around you, you smell the burnt shit.
Oh.
And it is awful. As I need you to make a constitution save.
You have
This
to
is
make
how
it.
you go out.
Dude, 23.
As you maintain your inner constitution, resisting the urge to retch, and I need you to roll your 8d6 of damage.
If he throws up in its
I
mouth,
hear
does that
this?
make it stronger?
You hear a fireball.
Oh, that was
explode.
awesome. 40.
Oh! Holy cow!
I would like to double move up
Dude.
to the.
Okay,
Dude,
please
look at it.
roll.
It's 5, 5, 5, 6, 5, 5. That's awesome.
That's
I
insane.
climb up.
Smell fire. Shitty fire. I'm gonna go check on Morty.
Okay, he yells out. He's checking on Morty as you rush for 50 feet.
Well, I'll
That's
just
your
say,
50 feet of
my
movement.
turn's not over.
I know.
No, no. I
I'm just giving
Alright,
him
no
a
problem. I'm
Yeah,
good with
he's
it.
reacting
Yep.
to this noise as
They're gone.
you've used your
I got hit.
your action for fireball,
Yep.
and
I will
you
use
still
my
have a second
action. I will attempt. I'm grappled, right? So
You're grappled.
I'll attempt to get out of my grapple.
Athletics or acrobatics, whichever you would choose.
Do I have an advantage? I haven't actually been paying attention.
No, you do not.
I do not. All right.
But the
Everything's been
DM
for
has
him.
3.
And we have 3.
It's all right. I'm pretty good at athletics, or I mean acrobatics, with the
I
24.
have 3 advantages.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 disadvantages.
24.
24.
Okay, you are able to get yourself out of the grapple. That is your second action.
Yep. And then I will. Oh, I didn't even think of this very well. That was stupid of me.
I'm not saying anything.
Sola.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna move Sola 30 feet away and
That's
use
your
my
bonus action?
Well, no, that's a free action to move her,
That's your free action to.
and then I will
Well,
switch
is
with
she-
her as a
is she-
bonus.
is
Well,
she-
it's kind of I'll let the dice decide because we didn't.
Because-
It's kind of
okay,
tough to tell.
So you bamped her into here, and then switched with that,
Yep.
and then you moved forward. I'll say that.
If I would have had a bonus action available after that, I would have brought her back out.
Well, she never left the 30-foot radius of you. So I'll say that she's still out, but She's basically about 15 feet behind you.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then I will move her 30 feet and try to get as far away from this thing as possible.
You look at a place kind of through the wall, through the gap, and you kind of move her through the wall, and you see on the other side, and she
And really
appears
hoping
there.
this doesn't provoke an opportunity attack, because I won't survive, I'm going to switch places with her.
You switch places as Sola emerges, and the beast brings its tentacles smashing down upon Sola as she winks out as it takes its turn to attack the glowing object in front of it. And you rush along, finding Killian there waiting for you. And you're out of combat as you now begin to rush forward. You look back as the creature is coming after you.
Where's that miasma?
Disintegrate.
And you see behind it the miasma that is licking at its heels. One of its eyes turns around and sees it coming. And you watch as another of its tentacles reaches down and kind of swipes at it. And as soon as it swipes at it, its entire form just dissolves as the black ichor goes up the tentacle into its main body around its mouth, and its entire form just is just dissolved into the miasma that
Good thing we didn't
continues to
swarm that.
press forth towards you.
do we stop
You
that?
to
We're not
rush
jumping.
to the bottom as we move
gonna
back to our other party.
I would have cast Healing Word on our way.
Okay?
Seeing obviously that he's in rough
2d4 plus.
It's just
I'm
one.
sorry, first level?
shape.
1d4 plus 5, please.
Nice.
Yeah. 9.
9. Very good. Ray, you are climbing at the front. Please roll your athletics check.
This could be bad.
If Ray falls,
So
we all
bad.
get taken out.
Oh, that's okay.
18?
18. You, with
11.
ease, are climbing up the rope, hand over hand, as you are making your way up, followed by Oliver,
I have a climbing speed.
who has a climbing speed, and he's not even using the rope. He is just using the stony crags as he's making his way up. Marishka.
When I get to the top, can I help pull the rope up for everyone?
Oh,
else?
you're about halfway up.
Oh,
That's the
wow.
first roll.
Did you
How-
say
Rope-
athletics?
Oh, yeah,
How
this is
far is
100
it?
feet,
This is a
right?
100-foot rope, huh?
Okay.
All right.
Did you say athletics?
Athletics, yep.
Mm.
This is bad.
If you have advantages, I would encourage you to use them.
I do
I'm
have one.
I'm going to. Can I double move
What are you
with a climbing speed?
Not with Ray in front of
doesn't
you.
count.
It's too tight to get past her.
Can't climb over.
Her form like takes up the entire front here.
Okay, we're in a Marishka situation again.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's kind of just
3.
Oh no.
You find yourself beginning to lose your grip. Please roll a strength save to see if you can hold
Is
on.
she behind me?
She is right behind
Can
you.
I
yep.
give her advantage? Bart's gonna reach out and try to grab her
Okay.
as
I'll
a reaction.
roll an acrobatics check as a reaction to see if you can make that.
10.
That's enough. Go ahead and roll your strength save with advantage.
First one is a 15.
That's enough. As you're able to hold on, but you only get about 25 feet up. You got to kind of steel your resolve, which means that Ray and Oliver, as a reaction, you helped her there, so you're about 25 feet up as well. Ray, you're about 50 feet up. Rubius, athletics check.
18.
As you kind of stop behind Marishka, you're 25 feet up. JB, athletics check with disadvantage.
3.
3. You begin to crawl up. You don't even get 5 feet before you just slide back down. You are still on the base. I need everyone to do it again. As Ray, you look back and you see your friends about 25 feet below you. And
I'm
it
gonna
is.
climb up. Yeah.
Keep going. Roll your athletics check.
Nice.
I'll use some spells for this.
24.
24. You reach the top, and
Wow.
your hands crest, and you pull yourself up.
Can I start pulling the rope up to help everyone else climb faster?
You reach the top, you get in there, you turn around immediately, and you just begin pulling. Roll another athletics check.
Are you on the ground?
Wouldn't
Yes.
be strength.
Not all of us are on the ground.
You sure that wouldn't be strength?
She doesn't know that. She wouldn't know
I know.
that.
Can't see down all the way.
I can't, no,
Nope.
unless someone. I was just thinking everyone was on the
Go
rope.
ahead and roll your athletics check.
No.
This is
he's
awesome.
stranded.
Do we see the rope start to move?
Don't worry, I got one more magic.
Where's the rope
I
gone?
got one more
27.
illusion.
27. You begin pulling it up, and even though your party is hanging upon it, it is no problem for you as you begin to pull it up. More.
I'm helping you guys. We're getting out of here.
Can I
You
message
hear
her?
this. You hear this reverberate down the shaft as it is now Oliver's turn as the rope starts going up.
Okay.
Roll a perception check.
I would have been looking down because I was
Yep.
helping her.
Yep.
Thanks, friend.
You're welcome, friend. Perception?
Yep.
Can he persuade it?
Can all of you
Ooh,
make
that's not
throws?
gonna help.
5.
5.
Yeah.
You have your attention. Well, what's your passive perception?
Oh. 14.
While your attention is focused on Marishka's ample bosom below you, you are able to distract yourself briefly.
Oliver's asexual.
Yes, this is true. And it doesn't
He's
mean
just
you
admiring
can't
the
admire
firmness.
beauty. As you look down and you see JB not on the rope, and the rope beginning to rise above him.
Okay, so
I got this.
can I get down the rope?
You cannot. Your friends are all below you.
How about can I use the wall with my climbing speed?
I'll tell you what. You can roll an acrobatics check to see if you can contort your body, since none of these are giants,
Right.
to see if you can make your way through.
16.
16.
don't.
You are able to scooch past Marishka as she holds the rope.
You guys thinking?
Get past Rubius as he holds the rope, and that I'm going to say is all of your movement speed.
Okay.
As you are now about 20 feet above the ground. No, wait, 22 feet, 23 feet. You're slowly being moved up. That's your turn, unless you're saying anything.
I can. Is that an action? Did I use my action there?
That was your movement to do
I'm
that.
gonna message Ray,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, "Stop pulling the rope. JB's off of it. We got to get him on."
You immediately hear that in your mind is instantaneous, and as your reaction,
Also, Murthos isn't here yet, or Killian.
that you didn't hear, but you hear Oliver's message come through.
Okay, not letting go of the rope. She's gonna kind of lay down flat on the ground and hold it at arm's length to push it back, so she has.
Ooh.
Okay, so
We missed.
you have about 5 feet that you've already pulled it up, but you kind of with your reach and as you lay down are able to extend it back down as the rope drops back down to you. Hurry Marishka and Rubius. I need athletics roll checks from you, please.
17.
17. Marishka, you make your way up about 50 feet. You're 25 feet from the top. You're so close. Rubius,
4.
you get about 25 feet up and your strength begins to give way as your grip is failing. You try to brace yourself against the wall and kind of like do the shakeout of as the lactic acid is building up in your muscles.
Get out of my body!
The climbers shake. Strength saving throw, please.
Can I cast Mage Hand to help him hold on? Like
10
around
pounds-
his.
10
Yeah,
pounds
but
of
it's still my
pressure.
help on Quentin's
As you
grip.
look
I don't
down-
know.
Strength saving throw is a 14.
You are able to maintain your grip
Not today, I say!
as you shake out that lactic acid, and you're 50 feet up, and you are able to maintain your grip. Oliver has gone down. He's about 20 feet above the floor where JB is for your athletics check with disadvantage. Unless you're doing something else.
No, I gotta get out of here. 6.
6. You reach on, and you get about 5 feet up.
I'm a wizard. What am I supposed to do? I have no strength.
I'm with you. No.
His
Okay.
noodle arms are
I know what I got. I
You
know what I'm gonna
can't-
do.
You can't get off the floor. as about this very moment, you hear Killian and Morthos rush up next to you. And you look back and you see a cloud of miasma that crests the wall and slowly begins to encroach upon you.
Oh, be my guest. As you come up, go right ahead. I've tried. It's coated in grease, I swear.
It is now Killian's turn. What are you doing, Killian?
I'm too short to help him. How tall? Have the ropes at the ropes there? Or is
It's there.
okay.
It has not been moved any further up. As you crawl about 5 feet up, JB, go ahead and make a strength saving throw to see if you can hold on to that much.
Can I use a reaction here?
To do what?
I'm gonna pull from
2.
Return of the Jedi.
You fall back down to the ground.
Bitch! All right.
You had to brief it first.
This is the
What were you trying to do?
Return of the Jedi when he's over the Sarlacc pit and he goes with his feet on upside down.
You're 20 feet above him.
Oh, I'll slide down.
On your turn, you can.
Yeah.
Okay. It is now Killian's turn. You see JB struggling at the bottom of this.
I'm just
rope.
warming the rope up for you. You guys are
Where's the climbing chalk? Who brought the climbing chalk?
How long is he gonna be drunk for?
That's-
How long does it last?
until you sleep it off, bro.
I want to.
You got coffee.
I'm gonna say, Morthos, can you help him, please? And I'm gonna get on the rope. I got nothing else.
Okay, you go to climb. Go ahead and roll an athletics check as you seek to get in front of JB.
I couldn't recall. I'm using my advantage.
Okay.
Stand on my shoulders. I'll help pull you up, push you up.
Do I get to roll a 1 even?
You do.
Okay.
Even halfling luck, even with advantage.
That's good. Athletics, you said?
Athletics.
16.
16. You make it up 50 feet. And you are even with, you're just behind Rubius.
Okay.
As he is there kind of shaking out his arms, trying to kind of get some flow back into his muscles before he continues his ascent. Morthos,
What a way to die.
you look behind and the miasma continues to encroach as JB is there. What are you doing?
Are you up?
So Killian's up. It's just JB left, right? All right, and it's 100-foot rope, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. All right. I will use my first action to tie the rope to my waist.
Anthony's
To your waist.
To my waist.
Okay. It is tied to your waist.
All right.
Roll a survival check to see
Oh,
how
crap, I suck at
tightly
survival.
you have tied the knot.
Did you pay attention in the Boy
Oh,
Scouts?
Lord.
Gosh.
No!
Wasn't Oliver teaching us to be deckhands?
I was.
Was
Just saying.
We didn't get that far.
An 8.
an 8. You have a rope that's tied.
Oh, no!
You think?
I will use my second action to try to, put my... I'm going to try to get him on my shoulders and almost try to help him up the rope.
Okay, so you're putting JB on your shoulders. JB, are you allowing him to grapple you?
Yeah.
Okay, JB is on your shoulders. That's
and then
your second action.
I'm going to try to climb.
All right, go ahead and make your athletics check with disadvantage.
Oh, shit.
Do we have any advantages?
Oh, that's not going to work.
I do.
A 7.
7. You get about 10 feet up, and you immediately feel the muscles begin to burn. Please roll a strength saving throw to maintain your grip.
Come on.
12.
You maintain your grip. You
And I
are
look
all
at JB
off-
and say, "You better start climbing, you dumb."
Do you let go of me?
Are you letting go
Well,
of JB?
I'm not actually holding him. I'm trying to just push him up with my
Right,
shoulders.
you have him grappled, so you're keeping
Sure.
him
I will.
from having to hold on to
I
the
will
rope
let
for
go.
himself.
Yep.
Okay. You are let go, JB. All right.
But he can't fall down. I'm in his way.
As you are hanging there, you look down and you can barely see under, just through the opening, the miasma is approaching the bottom.
Frick on a stick.
All right.
You have an advantage now.
Ray, you
Is
are at the
everyone
top.
on?
Okay, you need to wait for a turn. Are you
really?
holding an action?
Can she hold like a pole?
Sure.
For
Okay,
You hold your pull action.
sure.
Okay. Marishka, as you can tell, I'm not going in turn order. I'm going in rope order.
Right.
Got it.
So,
Yep.
Just a note, because I didn't note this down in my notes. When we had those beans or whatever they were, one of them was a climbing bean.
yeah, it was.
I can't
That's
remember who we
interesting.
handed it out to.
you guys should take freaking notes.
I didn't know the bean placement. I'm sorry. All right.
I wouldn't have
for the
remembered
beans.
if I had it anyway.
Okay.
You're drunk.
Whatever. All right. So I'm climbing.
Oh, guess who has it, by the way?
You.
Yeah.
I did write it down. I have all kinds of rubies and gems too that I grabbed in this
Not
dungeon.
for long.
All right, Marishka, what are you doing?
Climbing.
Marishka, you remember something about climbing beans?
All right. Do I remember the whole thing? Or
Yes, you remember.
All right. I look down. I say, "Who has the freaking climbing bean?" And then I continue. That would be really handy right about now.
All right, very good.
I can't have it. I'm allergic to legumes.
Legumes.
That's the problem.
You know
I
what?
think coffee
I'm going
beans
to give
are
you
legumes.
advantage just for that. I love it. Go ahead and roll your athletics check with advantage.
Legumes.
First one's a 13. Second one's a 3.
It's a good thing you're at advantage. You make your way up to the top, and you climb up to. It's as you're going, Marishka. You hear. I'm sorry, Ray. You hear Marishka call out about anyone have this bean. No one's responded to you to pull yet. So you continue to hold your action as Marishka crawls up and crawls over you into the room above. Marishka, you are off of the rope. Rubius, you are about 50 feet away. You think if you dig down deep, you can make it to the top.
Find your inner strength. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay,
Athletics.
athletics.
He's gonna roll better than the last time with a 9.
You all
A 9.
I will.
You
Yeah,
get
no,
about
I will.
you get about 25 feet up, and you need to roll another strength saving throw.
Push through, damn it! 8.
8. You slide back down before you catch yourself. 50 feet. You've effectively not gone anywhere.
Back where we started.
You have not. You rolled above a 5, so you didn't free fall entirely, but you lost 25 feet. As Killian, you watch as he goes up and then falls back down and catches himself kind of on the rope and on the stone right before he crashes into you. It's your turn. You've heard Marishka yell out. You've heard Ray yell out.
Do you want?
What are you doing?
You wouldn't know that.
Yeah. Can I see below me? Can I see if everybody's on?
You see everyone's on with your passive perception. Yep.
All good, darling. Stop pulling, please.
And
Okay.
He's so calm
roll well.
in the face of my
Athletics
asthma.
check.
I would be helping her if I got out. I'd be helping pull the rope.
Because this was a held action, we're gonna.
Yep.
Those dice are loaded.
Babe Ruth on.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, crit.
Yeah. She pointed to
So,
center field and hit
31.
that thing over it.
Can I have
31.
her dice?
So
Survival.
you all feel the jolt as the rope just starts being pulled up at such a speed. You immediately
Rope
are
burn.
lifted 50 feet up from where you
Wow.
are.
Dang.
Rubius and Killian,
There.
you meet Ray right where she is, and you're able to scramble over and into the room above. The three of you, Oliver, you are 70 feet. JB and Morthos are 60 feet as the miasma reaches the bottom and begins to climb about 10 feet up. So you are 50 feet above the miasma, Morthos. As Killian, you reach the bottom, and you just kind of, on your turn, climb over. You're above. That would be your movement speed. If there's any action you care to do, you'd be able to do so.
Yes. Hold on 1 second.
Throwing club.
I'm going. I want to guidance
Yes. Yep.
Ray.
Okay, you cast guidance
another-
on Ray.
Yep.
You begin concentrating on that spell. You now can add a D4 to a skill check, as it is your turn, Oliver.
Okay. Oliver's going to look at JB and go, how much do you weigh? Good enough. Slides down, grabs his hand, hits the button, and says hold.
Hold.
Yep.
Okay, so you have grabbed JB's hand, and you have hit the button. The button is holding you fast.
Yep.
And you are
Holding on the JB.
seeking to grapple JB.
Yeah.
Okay, you have grappled JB, and the button is holding firm. JB, it's your turn.
JB knows how this button works, right?
Yeah, you would
You've
have.
seen it happen.
Yep.
I don't want you
Keeps
to
you
fall
in
off.
place, right?
Yeah, on the rope that's moving. Correct.
But as the rope moves, though,
You'll
it won't,
stay.
It'll stick against
Why?
the.
No, it's on me.
No, it
That-
fixed firmly into place where it is.
On me.
No, in space and time.
Okay.
You are held fast against it. Does that change how you will use it?
Yes, 100%. Because that's not how we used it before.
Yes, it was. It's always that way.
With the rope that we had before?
Absolutely. It wherever you say hold, it catches you there. So
Okay.
you've hung off of it as it was stuck in space and time. That's where it's not.
Remember
It
the
doesn't
crab
move with
monster?
you.
Where you were just
It doesn't move with you.
You
It
were
just
dangling like a
holds in
pendulum.
place.
But
Bro.
I did dangle there. I went back and forth. How did I do that?
Upper
You-
body
your
strength.
body was dangling on the button.
Okay. Then I don't do that.
Yeah.
I keep crawling. Screw you. You're on your own.
Okay.
Rishka's voice echoes the bee.
So you're 20 feet. You're
Yeah.
20 feet up,
Yeah.
and go ahead. You can. Well, you can. You don't need to move anything. You have climbing speed, so that takes you. Your speed is what?
40.
40, and so basically 80 feet. You get to the top.
Yeah.
So you make your way up with ease, and JB, you are now up.
I sure could use a snack. And I reach into my pouch and. Does it take an action or something to eat a bean?
You do so as your bonus action. Yes.
All right. And I'll eat a climbing bean.
Bean
Okay,
time.
you now have a climbing speed
Of what? My
Of-
regular
of,
speed?
of 30 feet. Yep.
Oh.
I'll take this darkness on as he walks down the wall.
Yes. Then I will climb.
You climb. You
Twice 60 feet.
60 feet,
I'm
and
out.
you reach the top.
I told you everything was going to
As Ray is holding the rope, muscles tensed, you kind of fall back and look down at Morthos as he is the last one, as you all are kind of crowding around the opening to the shaft, urging Morthos on.
JB says, "Don't worry, Ray, I got this," as he grabs the rope.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And Morthos will, in amazing speed, just like shimmy right up the rope. But as he gets right to the top, he'll reach out to Ray's hand and say, "Please, pull me up quick."
You're going to try to drag her in?
No.
Is this where you turn evil on us?
No.
Plot twist.
he reaches his hand to you,
I'll grab it.
And help me over.
and she helps you over. That's
And
your
he will collapse.
and he collapses as the haste wears off, and
Exhausted.
he is now exhausted on the floor as the miasma encroaches up behind. It is about 70 feet up, about 30 feet away from you, JB, and you hear within your mind say, "Oh no, forget about it. We're putting this thing down now." And from your lenses, Anthony comes out.
Why did he do this?
What a jerk.
Come on, man.
You suck.
And he looks at you and he says, I know what you're thinking. Why didn't I do this earlier? I needed a condensed area. All right, let's do this. And
Sure.
and as Cyclops would from the X-Men, you watch as a beam of light shoots forth from his eyes and drives the miasma back to the bottom of the shaft. And you watch as there is a hand motion and there is a shimmer of light as the miasma is stopped at the bottom of the shaft, held forth by this illumination magic as Anthony puts his hand down, and JB, you watch as he kind of lowers his head, and if there was a floor, he would collapse upon it, and he disappears. You are all out of combat.
Rishka goes, "What was in that bean?" See the light just go by.
I say it's just my natural abilities. Nothing can overcome a Vedalken
I'm trying to help Mortha
at his
stand.
full strength, that's for sure.
I give. I think I have.
Before you guys do anything,
Giveaway?
we're going to do our first giveaway of the evening. I know this is a little later than usual, so thank you for sticking around with us. But we are going to give away the dice, which are those fancy black and gold dice there. If you would like your opportunity to win those dice, then please type into the chat now, ! Close call. All one word, ! Close call. CLOSE, CAL. Close call. And we will randomly select a winner for the black and gold dice. I don't know where the vote stands with the magic item,
So far, the cloak, I think.
So far, the cloak.
the Cloak of Displacement.
Teray.
Teray.
That seems like what the chat wants.
Okay. Well, then this is the last call for votes for the items. Chat, you have achieved and unlocked a choice magic item, and so you can choose either the Boots of Levitation. How many votes does that have?
1.
1 vote for the boots. The Dancing Sword. How many votes does that have?
1.
1. Or the Cloak of
I
Displacement.
think that has 2.
That has 2. Oh,
I think
3.
it's 3.
3.
3?
All right.
Okay.
Well, like I said, you guys can change it drastically here as the next series unfolds. ! Close call for the opportunity to win those dice. All right. Now, proceed.
So as Killian's gonna start looking around, but as he no, it's okay. As he does that, he's gonna talk to Morthos in his head and say, did you get it?
Was
This is in
there
your head.
ever a doubt?
Oh, not for me. Let's keep it hidden for now.
That is best.
And as you have that conversation in his head, and you all kind of stand up and breathe a sigh of relief and turn away from the hole in the ground, you immediately notice that you are not standing within the Bengen residence.
Uh-oh.
This is
We
new.
took the wrong way.
You look around and you find yourself in a cottage.
Oh gosh.
You look out through the open windows that are there, and you see heavy woods outside of you. You look and see a large stove in one of the corners with a heavy skillet atop it, with various pots and cauldrons brewing all manner of concoctions. You see several side cupboards that line the walls, some containing books, some containing small boxes and chests, others with rows of vials and bottles filled with various things. You see a wall that is adorned with all manner of bones.
That's normal.
Rishka's like,
see-
it's like home.
Oh, please. I already ripped one eye out. Don't give me anything else.
You see at the base of the stone an 8-legged lizard with ruddy, spiky protrusions down its back, with graying blue skin, large fangs extended upward from its underbitten mouth as its eyes are shut and its head is kind of resting on its front paws. Morthos, you immediately recognize this as a basilisk that sits quietly at the foot of the stove.
We got a cloak.
In the shadows of another corner of the room stands a dark-haired figure wearing black robes. It has arms folded across its chest that are wrapped with black wraps. A white porcelain mask hides its face. It is standing unmoving and simply looking in your direction. Lifuester, the lady, sits in a rocking chair. Rocket chair. Quietly knitting from a spool of yarn which doesn't seem to run out.
It's a skein. Skein of yarn.
A skein of yarn.
His wife would kill him.
Thank you.
don't think?
To her left is a large crystal ball about the size of a basketball. It depicts a human man with swept back brown hair, very neatly cut, expensive looking glasses framing his brown eyes, his handsome face sporting a well-trimmed beard. It shows from about his knees up in this image. As you see, his clothes are perfectly tailored as he wears a brown suit with a gold trim kind of running down the arms and running down the seams of his legs. He's strolling down a street past some vendors. To the right of the lady is a second large crystal ball. This one showing the interior of the Blue Cow Inn. Focusing in particular on Jack with his slightly tanned complexion.
It's just an average boy. It's totally average.
His,
He's got acne.
His dark hair, pimple on his kind of the temple of his forehead.
Yes. Which is red and irritated because he tried to squeeze it that morning.
Absolutely.
Yes.
As he kind of rushes from table to table, serving the guests at what looked like dinner hour at his parents' inn. The lady sits there, smiling at you, having watched seemingly all of this unfold. And as each of you kind of turn around and take in the surroundings, she speaks up and she says, "Welcome to my home. Can I get you a cup of pumpkin spiced tea or pumpkin pie? It's my mother Betty's recipe."
Does it have legumes?
No. No legumes. She says, "Evinrude, would you please serve any of our guests?"
Come on, please let me make a history check when I hear that name.
Dude, you totally know who this is.
I gotta know who this is now.
But,
Go ahead.
A 10.
10.
You idiot. What did you say?
Evan, you hurt.
Come on, we slept at her house.
with advantage.
When you taste the
We
pumpkin
shared
spice,
tea.
you will know.
Wait, did you say I had advantage?
You do have one.
Oh, I'd use it then on this one.
Are you using it?
Doesn't matter. It's less than
Less
10.
than 10. Okay, so you used it. The advantage is gone.
Yeah.
You swear you've heard that
Oh,
before.
come on.
But you just don't remember from where.
Why did you make that?
How many blows to the head did you take in the last campaign?
It's all the curses.
And they say my memory is short.
Every curse he gets takes a memory.
She waits to see if any of you respond for.
I would
Or-
love some pumpkin tea.
Well, I'll take 2 of each, please.
A
I'm very thirsty.
platter of teacups and a pitcher that pours what looks to be pumpkin spiced tea
Rubius drinks it in one gulp.
flutters around to you, magically suspended in the air. And anyone who wishes to take may. There is a little tray of sugar cubes, a little pot of honey.
Do you mind if I smoke?
Oh no, by all means, make
It
yourself
goes
at
great
home.
with a cup of tea.
Yes, oh, I understand.
Are there
yes.
seats?
There are really no other seats. But if she looks at you. Oh, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? You've had a long, arduous journey. And she kind of stops her knitting and snaps her fingers. Evan Rude. And materializing behind you are 7 chairs that kind of are pushed up next to you, allowing you all to sit if you would.
Quick question: is it still snowing?
It is still snowing around you, and you,
JB
and
lays
the
on
flower petals are still around you.
JB lays on like 3 or 4 of the chairs. Before anyone gets
JB lays
eating
down
pumpkin bread.
across Rubius and Marishka's chair as well as his
That's
own.
fine.
Excuse me, would you happen to have a cure for being intoxicated?
Oh, what fun would that be? The answer, of course, is sleep. Sleep will cure what ails you.
Good night, buddy.
I
Rest well.
would, of
I
course,
just woke up.
encourage you to wait till we've had our audience and you can go back about your business. I must admit, I am surprised that you all made it to me. I didn't expect all of you to make it out. You are more capable than you present yourselves. I'm curious. And she gives you all a smile that is both warm and condescending.
My favorite.
And
Rishka loves it.
she looks at you and she says, "Do you intentionally present yourselves as idiots to throw people off?"
Exactly.
On the nose.
I resent that remark.
I think you
Ray-
resemble that remark.
Ray doesn't sit or take tea or pie. She stands in front of her chair, hand gripping and flexing on her hammer,
Yep.
blood coursing down her head. And we did what you ask. Now, let him go.
I say in her
You,
mind.
you brought the dagger, dear.
In her mind, I'd say, patience, Ray.
What is there to wait for? We did what this lady asked. No time.
She says that out loud back to you.
What are we waiting for? A life is in danger.
Such a funny joke, Ray.
Nobody told Ray to keep it a secret, guys. She's
Well, she
playing her
doesn't-
character.
she still doesn't know.
You
that
don't know that
have-
we even
they
have it.
So
Yeah.
that's
Nobody-
why the lady has asked you.
Yeah.
So,
That's true. That's true.
my dear, you have the dagger.
What can you tell us about this storm?
She just totally ignores.
She's powering through.
She's like checking her pockets and she goes,
Checkmate.
what can you tell us about the storm?
Ray, use pivot.
I'm really tired, guys.
Of course we have the dagger,
have
right,
4
Morthos?
4 health points left.
Right.
I can tell you a great many things about the storm.
Then tell us them all.
As she looks to Morthos, as Rubius has just kind of pointed in his direction.
He's blind.
Actually, one of those eyes looks like an old friend's.
That must be a coincidence.
What are the odds?
Surely
of
he
that?
didn't rip out his own eye and put his eye in. That'd be absurd.
It would be absurd, wouldn't it?
Would it not be?
Looks pretty good on
Morthos.
Would it not be?
The dagger. I'm going to give you the opportunity. Is there anything that any of you would like to insight, perceive, investigate about?
I want to. Come
about-
on, guys.
I would love to.
Stop
about
this
anything.
tis chat.
I want to just pause
don't
because
even
I know that
know.
there's an inner kind of thing going on. So I want to give you the chance to do that in the midst of this conversation.
So, do we want to, while people are thinking, do you want to lore dump for some of the people that have no idea who you're referencing? And it
Like
means something?
Morthos?
Yeah.
Um,
Is that worthwhile?
So, those of you who likely have not been watching us since the beginning, and I don't blame you, as our production quality has steadily increased, there was a character around, well, at the beginning of Season 2 of Campaign 1, who was a reformed hag named Auntie Aluester,
Gam Gam.
who
Gam
they
Gam.
affectionately called Gam Gam, who
Can't
helped
believe I
those
forget Gam Gam.
who helped those characters out.
I love Gam Gam.
And Gam Gam had a invisible helper named Evan Rude, and also served the party pumpkin spiced tea and pumpkin pie.
So when he says the lady, it's not a capital L. Right now.
So, this
Mariska's
is
eyes.
relevant to Morthos, who's the only character who would actually remember that, but just hasn't been able to find the memory as he goes along. Morthos, did you drink any of the tea or eat any of the... You did not.
Nope.
No further history check for you. Okay.
But he will
Um,
take a second wind.
Sure, you may do so.
Um,
So, back to anything that you are seeking to perceive, investigate, etc.
yeah. Killian has several things that he would like to be doing.
Okay.
Um,
We're going to do one at a time. So, prioritize.
he's going to insight. So there's a person sitting in a chair with a porcelain mask on.
There is a
separate-
person standing in a corner, arms folded with a porcelain mask on with kind of black clothing, black robes.
Okay. So many things. I'm gonna do a perception check first to see if there's anything to kind of gain my bearings of where, if this is illusion, if this is real, are we actually in a place?
So
is
that would
there-
be investigation.
Okay. Well, I don't like investigation. I'm just gonna look around and see what sticks out to me.
What are you focusing on? There's a lot of different things, and each one of them have different checks depending on where you're focusing.
The sucks. Either I'm gonna do the crystal balls.
The crystal balls. Okay. Go ahead and roll your perception.
Which one was the? 25. 25.
In the crystal ball to the left of the lady,
Okay.
you see this well-dressed gentleman, and very briefly you catch a sign in the background which says the Torn Veil. You immediately place that as one of the shops within the Dolphin Market in Serloon. More interesting to you, however, and this was exactly what you needed to. You needed a 25.
Love it.
Wow.
It's my favorite.
Trailing behind the figure, barely visible in this crystal ball, you see very small, a dark-clad figure with a
He is very small.
yeah, but just from the perspective
okay,
of
okay.
the so he's like clearly some distance which you can't perceive behind,
Gotcha.
but seems to be tailing this man with a shock of red hair that kind of peeks through a cloak that's drawn up. And you see Maltoro Branziaro seemingly trailing this man. In the other crystal ball, you notice that one of the tables that is being served by Jack has a man that has a plate of food in front of him that has not been touched. And he just is slowly sipping a drink, and his eyes have not moved off of Jack as he is just watching what's going on. That's what you notice in the crystal ball. Who else would like to? Oliver?
I want to look at the black-robed lady.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, what's up?
10.
10.
Oh, 14.
Her form is clouded in the darkness that surrounds her. She's in a corner that's not very well lit. And though your dark vision doesn't make it too difficult to see her form, the details are obscured by the dark clothing that she wears. The only thing that is evident is the stark white porcelain mask, which has a tear on its right eye. It's the only additional detail that you pick up.
Rubius would like to look at the Gam Gam
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Who is Evan, and why is he so rude?"
Oh, Evinrude is a helper of mine. And when she says the name Evinrude this time, her pronunciation changes slightly. Odd. Different than she said it last time.
Can Rubius, with his profound wisdom, insight as to what Evinrude would be?
Sure.
6.
Sounds about right.
You
It's
know
a really
that
rude man.
you know that JB talked about a invisible servant before. Maybe that's what she's talking about.
So, I don't think JB has ever met the lady. So he was asleep in the boat when they all met with her. So he's never seen her.
You saw her very briefly talking to Ray before she disappeared on the boat. As you came up from your slumber, and you all kind of watched as she smiled and waved at you and then disappeared from the front of your ship. But otherwise, correct. You have never talked with her, and you have never otherwise seen her.
I would like to insight something.
Sure.
I would like to look at that figure in the mask
Mm-hmm.
and just see if anything sticks out to
Ooh,
me
that's
about
really
how they
bright.
look.
Sorry. You would like to perceive the figure in the mask for what specifically?
I don't know. Can sorcerers see if they can sense magic or anything? I don't know.
That would be an Arcana check.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Yep.
5.
5. Nothing really catches your senses. You don't quite know what's going on there. It just as someone silently watching from the corner.
Does the figure look masculine or feminine by any chance?
With an Arcana check, you're not really investigating.
I've never
that.
seen people before.
Yep.
So
with the figure's arms crossed in front of the chest and the way that it's standing, it's really impossible to tell any sort of gender.
So, after JB finishes his snack, he will sit up very quickly.
Yeah.
And stand up very quickly.
Yeah.
And
from the chairs he had been laying
yes,
upon.
and then almost fall over as he's recentering his equilibrium, and he'll say, "So my assumption is that you're the lady."
Yes.
And
that is who I am. I have not had the pleasure of making your acquaintance as of yet.
Well, my name, madam, is Jay. Well, it's Josephus, and I don't remember coming in through this location, and so I would like to know exactly how I got here.
Well, the answer to that question is easy enough. You are in my home because I moved my home to you.
I totally understand.
Yes,
Okay.
you know how magic works.
So can we finish this task here? And I think it's time for bed.
So as JB says that, anyone else who would wish to investigate, perceive anything?
Morthos would like to check for anything invisible.
Okay, so you are using your
Eye, the new one.
new eye, which you have not yet attuned to.
Frick on a stick.
Darn.
Through the curse, you pulled it out, but you're not technically
Alright.
attuned to it yet.
No problem.
Yep.
Thought I'd try.
And is there anything else you wish to do
Nope.
instead?
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
Could I look at the
Well, before you
Oh,
do,
sorry.
I think everyone had a chance but Ray. Is there anything else that you would...
She's just so utterly frantic to save Jack, completely exhausted. She's like barely standing, and she's using the last strength of
So
her
you're
ounce.
not sitting in the chair?
I'm not.
An oversized chair that she made just for you.
It does not matter. She is using the very last
Feels
strength and
comfortable.
willpower she has to stand firm.
Is anyone sitting in the chairs? other
I
than-
am.
Oh, I did.
And I've eaten the entire tray of sugar cubes.
He's like, JB's like this on the lady's shoulder.
No.
No, he's
Actually, I
I'll-
would have sat on the floor.
Yeah, yes.
Oliver's read enough stories like Hansel and Gretel and things of that nature to not trust a weird witch in the woods.
I just ate it all, dude.
Okay. Rubius has eaten the sugar cubes and the pumpkin pie. And is there anyone who... Well,
Smash it.
Morthos didn't eat
Oh,
his,
yeah. I
drink
ate
his
everything.
tea,
I
so
took
you
tea.
drank his cup.
I drank
took
the
my
extra
tea.
tea
You
too.
took your tea. Very good.
Do I get health back?
And has anyone else taken any of the... So, Marishka and Rubius, is there anyone else who has taken any of the food?
I drank the tea.
I ate all the food.
JB did.
No
Extra.
food, just tea.
This is
Tea.
either a red herring or
Food and tea, I ate all.
Oliver, Ray?
We're all falling asleep.
Nope,
No,
she is,
nothing for you,
she's
Oliver?
standing barely.
If there was anything left on the tray, JB also took that.
and the tray.
I mean, there were just cups
Could be.
and a... which had been filled with the pitcher that was poured.
Yeah, I mean, like, if they didn't take their share.
Okay, so you would have taken
He
that.
indulged.
Okay, so between you and Rubius, you kind of took...
yeah, man.
Smashingly good.
You really
Very
know
good.
how to party.
Okay, back to the conversation. Is there anything that you wish to... As she's answered your questions, but she looks at Morthos expectantly.
When, oh, go ahead, you first.
Just, ma'am, lady, ma'am. What should I
Yes.
call you?
Oh, I believe I've given you my name already. Do you not remember?
I don't. Could you please tell me again?
I can. Because we are friends, are we not?
Right, yeah, we are.
Yes.
We just went through hell and back for you. It's good friends.
And that's what my friends do, and I will reward you for it. I am Lifuester.
Lifuester. Who's that friend? Does she have a name? I don't remember seeing her last time you came to us.
Oh no, she is...
Can she answer for herself?
She only does what I tell her to do.
Can you tell her to answer?
No.
All right. It's fair.
You're speaking with me. You don't need to speak with her.
I want to insight her demeanor and tone when she talks about the figure.
The figure? You're inciting the
Her.
figure. Or Lifuester. The
No,
lady.
as she's talking about her, the figure, I want to see what her
Lifuester's
Sure.
demeanor.
Go ahead and
demeanor or whatever
roll.
is.
Go ahead and roll an insight.
18.
You get the sense that there is, she's certainly in control of this person, as she said she was, and there's an underlying tone in her voice that is delighted that you're asking about her.
Is it the same tone that she had when she's... This was the other roll I made earlier. When she changed her tone about Evinrude.
No.
What was that change?
That was, so, whereas this is tone, a
Mhm.
tonal, like, a nuance that you pick up. When she pronounced Evinrude before, it was almost a pronunciation change, a accent change on the name Evinrude. It sounded more Evinrude.
Like she's imitating.
Like, it was almost like you rolled an 18?
Oh, well, that roll... I rolled for that earlier.
Okay.
That was a 26.
It was almost as if she was kind of slipping back into an old habit.
Okay.
Like someone from the south who lives in the north and sometimes will like
Drop a y'all.
slip back into
Yeah,
an old
yeah.
habit just because that was how they were raised.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, all of this means nothing to Killian other than interesting points.
Yeah.
So.
Well, where are we?
Murshka, is there anything you wish to do?
Murder. I would like to look at the potions and that whole station that's going on there. See if there's anything.
So you
on
make
there.
your way over to the wall of bones that is kind of around the corner of
Yeah.
with the stove.
And as I'm walking over there, I'm sipping my tea and I'm looking at her and I'm saying, "I love what you've done with the place.
Go
the
ahead and roll
bones
a
are
perception.
perfect.
Roll a perception check.
You know, back in my old gang, I used to put bones at the entrance too, and that was a great deterrent to the local police force.
Mm-hmm.
9.
9. Yeah, you see some. Oh, that's interesting. That's a dragon skull. Fun.
Good to know.
Rubius is going to take out his binoculars and look at the crystal ball, at the figure, and try to see if he can make out who she is.
Wait, are you talking about the
who
figure
No,
in
no,
the
I'm
mask?
sorry, the other woman that we're trying to figure out. Because he's saying, you're not talking to her, you're talking to me. I'm going to try and make out, who is she?
The figure standing in the corner.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Who is?
I only said binoculars, I was just hoping that would give me advantage.
Well,
6. Ah!
they're really for far.
Well, Rubius
Not
isn't
if you turn
smart.
around.
You're 20 feet away.
What if he turns
He's
into
getting
a
real
wombo?
close to the face.
You see that porcelain mask up close and personal, and it's very smooth. There are no cracks in
There's
it.
something familiar.
In Ollie's mind, I say,
Morthos has the dagger, but we are going to try to get our information first. Would you mind doing the talking?
Yeah, I don't know what information you want me to get.
About the storm, the stuff that she's promised us.
Oh, yeah.
Make her leave the city, those
Yeah.
type of things.
Sure. Excuse me, Lithuester.
Yes, Oliver.
As part of our arrangement and deal, we went through hell and got your dagger, I believe.
May I see it?
You first. It was mine.
Would you be able to? Could we tit for tat here?
You want me to show you my tits first?
Do you have a tat
He got
on
the
them?
taste, you know.
No, thank you. Not to say
Saggy.
you're not
Oh
beautiful.
no,
It's tight and fam, tight like a tiger. Could you give us a little bit of information about the storm that we don't already know, and we can show you the dagger and then complete the information exchange as per
I'll
request?
tell you what. I'll tell you plenty of information about the storm, but our deal was not about the storm so much as how to approach it and how we can save Ray's friend. And as you can see, we have the means of doing that right now. And I told you I would save the city of Saloon and leave it alone forever. I've shown you exactly how I will do this. And she kind of gestures to the crystal balls on either side. Their lives are in your hands. She looks at Ray, kind of really appealing to her in particular.
The grip on my hand grips the hammer more tightly, and it almost kind of, her wrists kind of almost swings half back, like she's preparing.
Mariska,
Right.
She's
Right.
so tired she doesn't even know.
Mariska grits her
She's-
fist and puts
her-
it back down.
She's just tense.
Mr. Morthos,
Morthos will actually
Yeah.
just kind of walk to the front,
it's time.
and he'll look at her and say, I honestly don't give a crap about the people in the crystal ball.
Seconded.
It doesn't mean anything to me. All I care about is the storm. Tell me the information that will help us get to the storm, and the dagger is yours.
You show the dagger.
I'll show the dagger
She
very
smiles.
briefly, and make sure that he puts it kind of back in, saying that, listen, I don't like threats. I am sure that you are powerful. There's no doubt in my mind. However, many people have underestimated us, and you could probably kill us all, I'm sure. But I have a feeling we would at least give you a little bit of fun, per se. And who knows, maybe we get lucky. I'd much rather we work together. You say you have information on the storm, that is all I care about. Anything else is meaningless to me.
Porthos!
Hey,
What
But
can you tell me of the storm?
Jack means nothing to us.
He is one life in the face of thousands.
But if we could not have him killed, that would be good as well.
I
At
would
this,
second that.
Ray's hammer just kind of falls to the ground, and she sinks on the ground, just sitting there in kind of stunned silence.
Now, dear. Your friend is only being pragmatic and utilitarian.
And
Do you know what those words mean?
Well, utility means something that you use for utilizing it.
It's good. Keep going.
Astounding.
I pat her on the shoulder and I say, those are qualities you want in a man, sweetheart. You'll learn.
He's not really meaning that he doesn't care at all about Jack. I can see the sadness and disappointment in your eyes. All he's saying is that he's looking out for the greater good. I don't want you to have any sort of disunity with your friend, Morthos. I'll tell you about the storm. I'm sorry, Ray, you had to hear that.
Are you okay, Ray? Are you okay?
She just lets JB hug her.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's been a long dungeon.
I'm like in the middle of this. You leaning across
Drunk,
me.
we drunk cry in the corner.
No, she's not sitting on. She's not sitting on the chair. She's sitting
On the ground.
JB
on the ground. She
JB
fell on
I
the
see.
ground. I can
leans
say that.
forward
Okay.
and just kind of throws himself like a cape over your neck and shoulders.
And he's crying super hard, but you're not.
No, she's just stone faced. There is no perceivable emotion right now.
I didn't want it to come to this. But it's too late, Ray.
The lady
It's
looks at you,
too
Morthos.
late.
The Nimbus hegemony has activated Koz's ire.
Koz's ire.
Yes. The storm is impenetrable from the ground and cannot be scryed through by any magical means.
Even your own.
Even my own. Even those of name. At his name, she smiles, and her eyes kind of go down as if she's letting you know that she knows.
I pick up on that too.
It's quite a look.
As time passes, its destructive power would grow and expand and overtake everything around it. The cities closest to the desert. She looks over and pauses as she looks at Killian while she says that. She looks back at you and continues on. You must either go over it or under it. Both are exceedingly dangerous options, unless you know how to go through it. Again, she smiles as if she's answered your questions and has more information she could share. I'd be happy to go further and save her friend and the city of the Zentarum threat. If you just give me the dagger. And she hands out a bony hand which kind of extends. The fingers at first are the same size as a human's, but as she extends them, they just almost elongate several inches more as she doesn't move from her chair, but her reach just kind of extends out directly in front of you.
Very well. A deal is a deal. You follow through on your end, I give you your dagger.
So you place the dagger in her hand.
Sure.
She takes it with a smile. She tucks it away. She clasps her hand in front, and she says, Evinrude, execute order Ixie Ixie. And immediately there is a flash of light, and in both orbs you see flashes of light. You watch as Maltoro stops, and his form rushes forward. A lightsaber ignites, and with one swoop, he takes the man's head off that had been walking. There are screams. The blade of light goes down, and he turns and he speaks, and you hear through the crystal ball. As we have agreed, this ends my contract. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Should you need any further assistance, please keep the Kendim in mind. Thank you, my lady. The crystal ball goes dark. She looks over at the one with Jack. There's a flash of light. The man at the table stands up, looks at Jack, takes a step towards him.
Ray rushes to the crystal ball.
He takes a step past him,
Dragging JB behind her.
puts a fee on the table, turns around, and walks out of the establishment.
Did he at least give a good tip?
It looked like a platinum.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
It
good
was-
tip.
Fair
it
enough.
was quite a hefty tip.
He must have had some of that iced coffee.
Jack looks at it, picks it up, wide-eyed, and smiles, puts it in his pocket, turns to his dad, and you can see his dad give him a thumbs up.
Oddly enough, Rubius, when he sees Mount Toro do that, has this weird feeling of pride in his heart that he can't explain, that he's trying to not think about.
Yes, he does.
What heart?
Yes, he does.
Mariska also has a weird feeling, but
The
it's
crystal
not in the
ball
heart.
the crystal ball goes black, and the lady looks at you, and she says, "The Zentarum are no more in Saloon. Their leader is dead. Their ship has been sunk in the harbor. And your friend has been saved. And received a nice tip. All because
Just
of
the
what you have done." She slow claps for you all.
I don't feel very good about this, even though we got what we wanted.
I feel great.
Is that? I appreciate you holding up your side of the bargain, miss. You did say there was more information you can give us about the storm.
That's true. You said you could go further, and he did.
Yes, I can tell you how to go through.
That's what I want to know.
Ah,
Bart, take notes.
all right, are you ready?
Yes.
Write this down.
Doing it.
I don't have to. I'll remember it. I mean, JB will. I won't.
There is a forest north of here. Many 10 days north of here. Known as the Archwood. One of my rivals is there. She possesses a rope of gold, mithril, platinum, and adamantine woven together, known as Luotan's cord. Acquire it for me, and I shall give you the secret entrance into the desert through the storm. And my rival is somewhat of a coin collector.
What?
She says no more but stares directly at you, and then looks down at the ivory crest,
Oliver did not break eye contact at all on her.
and looks back up at you. As with our arrangement here, you may keep any spoils you find.
Are there lightsabers there?
I don't in particular like the forests, so let's go around it.
Now, the Nimbus Collective, or the Nimbus Hegemony, as it is also known, is a group of cloud giants and their minions. She looks at you, Ray, as she's saying this. Seeking to obtain objects of power
A look of disgust comes over my face.
that they may overcome their storm giant kin and assume the apex of the ordning. You immediately know that the ordning, of course, is the hierarchy of giant kind underneath Anam. The storm giants, of course, are the current leaders of the ordning. They have already put their scheme in motion as they try to find the relics of the Netherese. They have awakened a weapon that the Netherese developed and now use it. I will tell you how to get through and how to stop the weapon. All you must do is bring me the cord of Lutan, And you don't even need to come back here. I'll find you.
The cord of what? Without the accent?
Lurtan. Lurtaan.
Rishka claps.
What have I heard of the Court of Lurtan or Lurtan?
Roll a history check.
I got it too.
Disadvantage. 25.
You have not. You presume that it has something to do with this dagger and the pieces of this item that Lenya told you about fit together into a crown, but you've not heard specifically of the cord. You presume that it's part of the binding for this greater item that she seems to be seeking to reconstruct.
Rishka's clapping. That was beautifully done. I have to admire the machinations here. But I have a question.
Yes, of course. We are friends here.
This is excellent tea, it's true. What do you need this rope of Lurtan for?
Well,
You understand this group is generally on the good side. So
I've told you before. Oh, no, back up. Boop, 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 boop. I've told you before.
Hiding something, Granny.
she coughs.
Little sugar stuck in the throat. This is my voice.
I've told you before. I seek to unlock the powers of life and death. I have a handle on death. Her eyes shift a bit, and then back to you.
What do you mean shift?
A glance.
To whom?
Roll a perception check.
13.
Can I roll?
Wait.
I'm the one looking at her.
14. That's my passive.
To a side of the room, you can't. Opposite side of the room, but you can't tell exactly to what.
Opposite side of the room where that lady with the mask is with her arms folded. Not
Mine's
talking.
21.
I mean, she's over there.
Yeah,
passive
okay,
is
great.
21.
So that's the real game. Got it!
What?
Nothing.
She glances over at the figure standing in the side of the room. She says, I have a handle on death, but not so much of life. And her eyes shift once more and then back to you.
Where did
I'm
that
the
shit
one looking
go?
at her. Can I see
Go
where
ahead
she's
and-
looking?
Sure, go ahead and roll a perception check. Marishka?
Do I get an advantage because of my elf eyes?
No.
19.
19. She looks just past the stove at one of the cupboards where you were, but you didn't notice what was in it because you were so taken by the
Rolling a 9.
the dragon skull that was there. Killian?
24.
You follow her eyes, and it didn't jump out at you before, but you look at a cupboard that is filled with children's shoes.
That's creepy.
I have read about this.
If you want us to be successful in retrieving this rope, it would be to your advantage to give us as much information about this enemy of yours, rival, that is in possession of it.
I have told you all I know. Oh, that's not true. She is a hag. That I hate.
Your rival?
One of them,
No, the one in the Archwood?
yes,
That one specifically is a hag that you hate.
yes.
Does she have any defenses against people who would want to take this rope?
Of course, you'll have to kill her.
I imagine you've sent minions after her before.
No,
Really?
I don't wish to start a war with that coven. unless I am confident that I can win it on the first strike.
Very intelligent.
Can we use the dagger to kill her?
No. I mean, yes. But it's mine. For other purposes.
Of course we
and
return to you.
you've proven yourselves far more capable than this rusty old dagger.
It's not a
She
rusty
kind of
old
pats
dagger.
her side triumphantly.
With that said,
It'll make it easier.
do you have some things that may help us in our quest for this
I
cord?
do. I have boots that help you climb walls, and an orb that will destroy everything around it, and I have gems of elemental power, a mask,
Wait, that's
of
our
the
stuff.
dragon, all of which I have already given you, and more.
She told us we could keep whatever
I
we
know,
found.
yeah. I just thought, she'd give us something else.
Well, so if
You
we get you,
even got the necrolace, which I was impressed with your daring to go that close to the void.
Could we trade you that for the dagger?
You are so cute. I
The
just
only
want to pet you.
The only reason I was able to do it was Anthony. He helped me.
Yes, he is.
Where did he go? Are you?
I
Not.
actually think it's better that you got those lenses than I did. It worked out greater than I could have imagined. I'm glad that the gods used you to interfere. Clearly, they have a plan that allows us to align and ally and move forward to save this land.
There's only one god.
He does not share
Of
power.
course, the High God Ao.
No.
As she looks at Killian briefly, and then back at Ray.
Nahum is the only one. And that's... He could defeat anything.
Well, Ao has many names.
Here
I,
is my
I speak in
concern.
her mind. And what do you know of this Ao?
He has many names. She just repeats what she told Ray, and looks over at Marishka.
Here is my concern. When we met originally, we discussed retrieving the dagger for you, for this information. We have done this, and you have given some of what you know. And now you have sent us on another quest. Where does this end? Out of curiosity's sake, what guarantee do we have that you will not keep stringing us along
I feel like I can answer that for her.
with bits of information?
Well, you,
Law of diminishing returns.
I'm sure, will all survive the encounter with my rival after you track her and find her. By the way, I only know the woods in which she makes her home. Her magic prevents scrying beyond that, as does mine.
What's her name? Your rival. Just
It
so we
will
know
help
if
us gather
we're
information.
killing the right person.
Gran.
She stops for a moment, considering your request. Roll a persuasion check.
Roll well. Roll well.
When he says that,
I can
say,
finally persuade something today.
Don't get too excited.
26. Guidance would have been useful.
I'm not standing next to you.
Yeah, you are.
He has to do it before you ask the question. She looks up. She raises an eyebrow.
He's doe-eyeing you.
Her name
You
is
hate deer.
Kinshasa.
Weird name.
Yes. Weird.
Coincidentally,
Can I roll
what's
a
the
history
best way
check
to
on that
kill
name?
A hag?
come on.
You may.
Give him guidance.
You know,
It's too late.
Run over and slap
Too
him in the
late.
face and go, guidance.
Come on, a 17.
Nope.
That name is the name of the hag that Eli had dealings with.
In Sembia.
Did you say Kinshasa?
I did say Kinshasa. Do you know her?
I will gladly kill her for you.
As I said, we are friends, and our interests align.
On that note, what's the best way to kill a hag?
Well,
Just not you or anybody that you know that you might be
every
friendly
hag
with.
is different. Different weaknesses and strengths. She's particularly difficult. I'm sure if you know her,
Oh, I am well aware
you'll
of how difficult she will
figure
be.
it out.
I'll shoot her in the head.
She looks at you, her countenance darkens. How aware?
Depends. How much more information do you want to give us?
Reverse barter.
This is a development I didn't foresee.
Me neither. This is like verbal tennis.
Just a
like it.
stare off.
That's exactly what she's doing.
Wait.
She's just staring at you and looking you
Is
down.
Jack okay?
Jack has
Someone
never
tell
She
been
me.
better.
smiles and allows the
Okay.
topic to be changed. He is perfectly fine, Josephus.
So-
You have saved him.
I knew I would.
You
He sits back down smiling. I did good.
You did very good.
well,
JD.
it
Do I get the feeling
sounds-
that she's hiding something when she had that interaction with Morthos?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Can I help him?
Nice.
27.
She is not necessarily hiding something, like playing coy. She clearly knows far more and is surprised that Morthos's words, the specific words he used,
Mm-hmm.
let on that he knows as well.
Okay.
And so
She's sending
she's
us into it.
simply choosing not to engage further in that conversation.
Now, here's my question. Completely metagamed and out of character here. This is not a real question. She would know who you are, and she would know you were with Eli the last time you were here. How would she not make that connection that you know who Kinshasa is? Just saying.
Why would she know who he is?
Him?
Why would she know that he's with Eli?
Because the last time she saw him, he was with Eli.
Well, you're assuming this is Gamma.
Yeah,
I
you're
know,
assuming it's
that's-
Gam Gam.
No, I'm not. That's the whole point.
Okay.
Nothing but mind game railroads by this witch.
You
For
mean
the past 45 episodes.
You mean Matthew the DM? Freaking warlock.
Good.
Hey,
question.
Yes.
You seem extraordinarily powerful.
I
Could you
am.
release my mind from the shackles it's in?
You have already taken a critical step in restarting your pitiful character build.
Now!
DM shots fired!
That was a
Now
metagame. Zing!
Now listen, that kind of metagaming I
Yeah,
liked.
too bad you're not immune to fire damage
That
because
one
you just
just
got
hurt.
burned.
Rubius drops to 0 hit
Shot
points.
to the. Okay.
You're
I revert to my old ways. I'm stupid again.
no, you are smart, and you can certainly grow in your memories as you continue to seek objects which will help rebuild them.
Like
At
a
least
kyber
that's
crystal.
what Nain told you, yes? She leans in a little bit and smiles, and then leans back. She starts her knitting again. I think that we've about come to the end of our conversation.
One last question.
One last
No, I have
question.
one too.
This is what we do.
Ask them at the same time, and I'll choose which to answer.
Ooh, this
Go.
is fun. Yeah.
Is
Have you
it
ever heard of an
possible
elven
that
male named
you would not
Carminius?
mind mixing coffee
Oh my god! Are
with
you for real?
pumpkin spice and serving it to Evinrude?
She looks at you,
Have you
Mariska,
tried?
and she turns back to you. Your frosted coffee was delicious. Would you have any beans available?
My pleasure.
We're in the market for customers. madam. I will let the word spread to the place where they're making the beans, and they'll send you a free sample packet.
Please send it to the Blue Cow Inn. I shall pick it up. Well, I will not, because I will never step foot in Saloon again. One of my friends shall pick it up and deliver it to me. And I would be happy to pay for it. How much is such a packet?
Well, the pack, it's for you. This is a business relationship builder. So it is on the house.
Is he drunk to make good deals?
But future purchases, we'll see.
It's good. It's good. First hit's free.
You've got her in your
Yeah.
pocket.
Get her after that.
Just a good thing you didn't kill Jake. I mean Jack. Because his dad is the one who's gonna buy some from me. And that's who I'll send your package to.
That sounds wonderful.
Go ahead and answer her question that I have no idea what she said.
No.
Oh no!
I mean, you had to see that one coming.
Reshka looks at JB.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
And at that, you hear a snap, and you all immediately find yourself back in the Bengen residence.
I don't even know.
Every
With-
time.
With the door still upright. The miasma shielded at the bottom of the hole. And your wits about you.
I pulled JB away from the hole.
You pulled JB away from
Before
the
he
hole.
could fall.
Before
all-
Reshka could push him.
You all turn to the door to make your way back out into the evening, as it seems time has shifted a bit since you went down in the morning, and it certainly hasn't been 12 hours to get to darkness, but nevertheless it is dark. And that's where we'll pick up our episode next week.
What a total mind bender
gonna
at the end there.
So many things.
I'm gonna kill you.
So, we're going to do our last giveaway. Let me check. Do we have any? I don't know where we're at with subs, etc. So, did we get any new subs? I have no idea.
I don't think so.
Okay. So, thank you all for the bits. We really appreciate it. What was the winner for the
Coffee.
Okay, the cloak?
The cloak.
Ray, after you pull JB back, you turn around and you feel something on your shoulders. It seems that
Did give us something.
the lady did, in fact, give you a parting gift, as you see a dark cloak
You don't get it.
with
Okay.
black,
Intercepted.
sinewy tendrils, almost velvety, that hang down from kind of around your neck and over the sides, kind of clasped in the front and hanging forward, and very soft fur that as you look at it, it almost shimmers and flutters, and you kind of look at it cross-eyed and then back again as it kind of shifts and moves as if there was an enchantment upon it that made it hard to focus on. And you think, this might make me really hard to hit.
With a rage. I know. That's why it's awesome. Thank you, chat. That's stinking awesome.
Thanks.
All right. Well, if anyone would like to have your opportunity to win those 2 medium-sized minis there, which are the Babao and I think like some drow fighter or something. I don't remember what I put out there. Type into the chat right now, ! Job done. ! Job done. All
Not
one.
job well done, though.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
It's too many letters. Job done, all one word, ! Job done for your chance
All the items.
to win those minis. Stick around, and whoever is the winner, please message us your address. We'll get those out to you. We look forward to seeing you next Tuesday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time here on Twitch as we continue our story, and the party begins their next adventure. I see you holding that bottle,
I
Mariska.
don't see anything.
I look forward to seeing you then as we all continue to loot, die, and repeat. Good night, everyone. Cheers.